Whoops, I just turned this up. Well, too late now. We're live. Hello, my name is Garrick. Today we're sampling 18 Chesapeake by Scott Peterson and All Aboard Games. Joining me tonight, we have Alan,
Hello.
Lily,
Howdy, howdy.
Pat,
Hello.
and unwitting newcomer, Luke.
Ah.
I had to decide how I was going to frame that. All right, so we're going to teach Luke how to play 18xx, and we figured 18 Chesapeake is still the best thing out there for that, despite our previous excursions into teaching with 1830 and 1834 and all that jazz. So yeah, 18 Chesapeake, let's do this. Luke, you said you skimmed the rule book, right? How do you want to complete teach? Is there stuff I can abbreviate? What would you like?
I think I would say do a teach, but I might be like, oh yeah, no, I got that. I got
Okay.
that. Things like that. So
Okay. All right, let's get started with this then. So 18 Chesapeake is an 18xx game. You are a private investor who is going to invest in and operate train companies in order to make the most money. I think you probably know that part.
Yep.
The game is played in an alternating series of stock and operating rounds. And you can think of them as being separated between the players acting and the companies acting. Because the companies are very much like their own agents within the game, similar to the coalitions in Pax Pamir, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
So in the stock rounds, you will, acting as yourself, be buying shares, selling shares, potentially floating a company by buying enough shares of it for it to start operating. And then when everyone passes in sequence, we'll move on to an operating round where all the companies will operate in descending stock price order. Whoever has the highest stock price, that company will operate first, and then so on, so on. I'll go into more details.
Are these the private and are these the public?
Yes, these are the private companies, or just privates as most people call them. These are the major companies, or just the companies. We'll talk about the privates at the very, very end, because they don't make any sense until you know what you're doing.
Okay.
But for our purposes, we're talking about these right now up here.
Okay.
But yeah, they will take turns operating where they will lay track, run trains, pay out, and purchase trains.
Okay.
Et cetera, et cetera. So the game will start with a private auction. Like I said, we'll get to that at the end, but it's going to be very similar to something like ad set and route, where it's dictating sort of what our positions are through the rest of the game, and what we'll be incentivized to do and whatnot.
Okay.
Obviously not quite the same as drafting factions, but you know, you get the idea.
Yep.
Did you say something, Lily?
I'm muted.
Well, yeah, but I heard a noise through my headphones from your office, so I wanted to make sure.
It was the cat.
Okay. After the auction, we will go into the very first stock round. This is the phase tracker up here, by the way. The stock round will begin with whoever has the priority deal marker. I'll define later how that's assigned coming out of the auction. Normally, the priority deal marker will go to whoever was seated to the left of the person who took the last action before the pass sequence of the previous stock round.
Okay, because everyone has to pass, right?
Yes.
And it's sequence, and that's how it's with you. Okay.
Yep. So the stock rounds will end when everybody passes, and whoever the last person to actually take an action was, whoever's to the left of them gets the BD, and they'll be the first in the next stock round.
Okay.
And on your turn in a stock round, you may effectively take one stock action or pass. And a stock action can... Let me make sure... No, I know the answer to this. I don't know why I'm double guessing myself. In this game, the stock action can be to sell any number of shares that you have in your portfolio, and or to then purchase one share.
Okay.
Shares, before they're held by players, can exist in one of two places, either the initial purchase offering, the IPO, which are these boxes up here, or they can be in the bank pool, which is where they end up after a player sells them. So at the start of the game, everything's in here, and after we sell stuff, it can end up in the bank pool.
Okay, so we sell to the bank then,
Yeah,
or do we sell to other players?
we sell to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, there will never be player-to-player stock sales or purchases. It will always be through the intermediary of the bank pool.
Okay.
When at the start of the game, they're in the IPO, as you can see here. No, I should run that back slightly. There are basically two types of shares for each company: the President's Certificate, and then 8 normal 10% shares, which totals up to 100% because the President's Cert is 2 shares. The President's Cert is the first share that must be bought of a company. You cannot purchase anything until the President's Cert is bought. When you buy it, you will establish the par price of the company, which can be 70, 80, or 95. And that's just going to be the initial stock price of the company. And then later it's going to determine the capitalization of the company.
Okay.
Is that all making sense so far?
Yep, it is. And I remember something about you can't own more than, is it 60%?
That's correct. That's correct. When players, or I should say, when the IPO no longer holds, what's the right way to phrase that? When 60% of the company is out of the IPO, it will float. So traditionally what that happens is one person will purchase 60% of the company themselves, which, as you noted, is the max that they can hold. And at that time, the company is said to have floated. It will take its certificate into your area.
Okay.
Its charter. It will start operating in the subsequent operating rounds, and it will capitalize. It will gain 10 times the par value into its treasury. So if you set the par value at 70 and you purchased 60% of the company at 70, the company is going to get 10 times 70, which is $700 into its treasury.
Okay.
Which, as you might note, is making free money. And the game is very much about that.
Okay.
If you follow my drift.
Yep.
Let's see.
Now what's the initial purchase price of these?
It's whatever par value you set it at when you purchase the President's Cert.
Okay, so when you purchase the President's share, that sets what you pay for it. So
exactly.
You decide right there and then. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
And do you have to pay? So if you're paying for the President's share because it's 2 shares, if you pick 70, you have to pay 140 then?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Great.
Yep. That all makes sense.
When the company is established, you will take one of its tokens, put it in the par value box, and another, and put it on the stock market on that spot. If there are multiple companies on the same spot, you stack them. Most people do top down, but we do bottom up because we're weirdos. I don't know, it's a thing. But yeah, we do bottom up, and that's going to be the tiebreaker in terms of operating when we get to that. When you sell shares of a company, for one thing, the bank pool can never hold more than 50% of the company.
Okay.
Similar to how you can't have more than 60, the bank pool can't have more than 50.
Okay.
Shares cannot be sold at all during the very first stock round.
Okay. You just can't buy and sell a share. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And when you sell, you will gain the current stock. Yeah, bottom up does make more sense for TTS, Chasner. When you sell, you will gain money for the current stock value for each share you sell, and then drop it down 1 row for each share sold.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're effectively what happened then is your next sells will be worse payoff.
Well, that's why you can sell in bundles, because you can sell a bunch of shares at the current value and drop it a bunch of spaces all at once, and then the other players are losing out on money.
Now, Garrick, let's say I'm up here.
Yep.
And I sell 4 shares.
Yep.
Am I not allowed to sell 4 shares because it would go off the?
Nope, you're totally
This?
allowed to. It just hits a ledge and stops dropping.
Okay.
Doesn't move left or anything like that. It just stays
Mm.
there and maintains its value.
So the farther right makes it that it doesn't lose as much value then.
You got it.
comparatively. Awesome. Great.
Let's see. There was an important thing to note. You can never purchase shares of a company that you have sold in the same stock round. So you
Okay.
explicitly cannot, sell down a company's value and then purchase it back cheaper. You'd have to wait a stock round to do that.
Okay.
What else we got? I think that's
Now wait, can you buy and then no? Sorry. So you can't sell if you okay, yeah, never. Yep, never mind. I'll
okay.
get it.
I don't think I'm missing anything there. So yeah, as I said, we will go in clockwise order, starting with the priority deal marker. You can either take a stock action or pass. Stock action being sell as many shares as you want, then purchase 1 share if you want. Alternatively, you can pass. It is a soft pass. So if you pass, you can then come back in next time turn sequence comes around to you. And again, the stock round will end when every player in sequence passes in a row.
Okay.
It will, of course, assign priority deal marker to whoever was to the left of the last person to take an action. Additionally, at the end of a stock round, we will check to see if any company has no shares remaining in the IPO or the bank pool. If there are none in either of those locations, then the company is 100% sold out and will rise 1 row on the stock market.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's the end of the stock round. We will go into an operating round. The number of operating rounds will change over the course of the game. At the start, there will be just 1 for every stock round. Later, when we hit green or then brown, there will be 2 per or 3 per.
Okay.
And then, as I said, operating rounds are conducted on a per company basis in descending stock price order. Very first thing of an operating round is privates will pay. Whoever is holding a private will gain its revenue value at the very start of the operating round. And then we'll go into the actual company operation. On a company's turn, they can do, 6 things or 5 things in order. If you look at one of these treasuries, it's underneath the counter, which is not at all helpful, but I didn't make this mod, so it is what it is. The very first thing a company can do is it may lay or upgrade track. Then it may purchase a station. Afterwards, it may run trains. It will then determine whether to pay dividends or withhold that revenue. And then finally, it may purchase trains. At any point in its turn, it may purchase private companies. We'll talk about that again at the end.
Okay.
So let's just go into those things real quick. Laying track. Obviously, there are these track tiles.
Okay.
They come in 4 ranks, yellow being the basic starter rank. And then yellow can later be upgraded to green, green to brown, brown to gray. So at the start of the game, all you can lay is yellow track, and the company must be able to reach the hex that it is attempting to lay into. So at the very start of the game, let's say we're talking about Norfolk and Western, because that's just who we've been doing examples with. Once they first operate, you will place their home station token there automatically. And now the only hex they can reach is the one they are on. So to lay a track, the only thing you can do is to lay a city track on that space. And now they can start reaching other hexes. They can reach this offboard. They can reach Charlottesville. So on a future operating turn, they could lay this. Then they can make their way to Fredericksburg, and they can lay a DIT. And so on, so on. If there is ever a city that does not have an open slot, which is to say if somebody else has tokened it, you may not pass through that city for any purpose.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you may run up to that hex for the purpose of running trains, which we'll talk about in a minute, or for upgrading it. So in this situation, you could still upgrade this into, say, this tile, the
and
Station
then
of
you can
Preserve,
get it
and now you
with
can get
that.
through.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. But that
Now,
is...
so I just want to double check something really quickly.
Sure.
So you always have to you can never place like a green track onto the board. You have to go yellow, then upgrade to green.
Yes. The only exception is there are a couple spaces that are pre-printed yellow.
Okay.
And those would, be technically laying green directly, but it's because they can effectively have a yellow
makes
track
sense.
already.
That makes sense. I was just curious, just trying to make sure I got that. So awesome.
Yep. And then the other thing is you can never change existing revenue centers or track. So which is to say, Charlottesville is a city space. You cannot lay normal track there or a dit track there. You can exclusively lay city track there. And
Okay.
likewise, you cannot erase Fredericksburg from the map. You must place some sort of dit tile there.
Is a dit tile the ones that have the lines on it?
The ones with that little dash in it, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And since there's only one, it would have to be one of these single dash spaces and not any of these double dash.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So there is some amount of not pre-programming, somewhat pre-programming, but then you have to kind of figure out how you can manipulate the pre-programming of different areas.
Yeah.
Quick question. These
Sure.
80 and 40.
Yeah, so that's
extra money you have to pay.
Yes, those
going through,
are
like, the mountains or I guess the sea. I don't know.
I think river in that case. Yeah, those are terrain costs, and in order to lay track onto that hex, you will have to pay the terrain costs from the company's treasury. You cannot use your own cash for it. It has to be the company's treasury.
Can I use Pat's cash for it?
No.
Yes.
Oh, great.
No.
Sweet. Great.
You trigger outrage.
All right. You get one track action per turn in this game, unless I'm crazy and forgetting something. At the start of the game, you can only lay yellow. Once we have reached the green phase by purchasing at least one green train, you may either lay a yellow or upgrade an existing yellow you can reach into a corresponding green.
You're saying like once that company has bought a green.
Once I was going to go over this more later, but once any company has bought a green, we are in the green phase, and that's when green track becomes accessible for everybody.
Okay. I just want to make sure that
Yep.
it was not okay. Sweet.
Nope, great question. One thing I should note is not all track can upgrade equally. You'll note there's an upgrade chart over here, which shows you what things can upgrade to, but it all follows a very logical progression of being additive. So like a straight can turn into a straight, gentle Y like this. It's never going to turn into, two gentles.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah, it looks similar to what it is already. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yep, I see that.
Yeah. And additionally, I should mention, let's rebuild my example real quick. If you were to be in a situation where you were upgrading this, you cannot change the existing track. So you couldn't do something like upgrade it to this. You must maintain the existing track. So you could only place it like that.
Okay.
Directionality also matters. This is a semi-restrictive game, which means you must be able to reach the new track. In this case, you cannot, because you cannot reverse at the junction. They're trains, after all. They can't make sharp turns like that. Does that make sense?
Yep, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Now, question.
Sure.
Is this when you play track, let's say, here, I'll take this one. Let's say, let's rotate this. Let's say that's there already, or I guess that's a bad example. Let's just say that was there already, and I was placing this track. Is that legal or is that not legal? Because I'm like cutting off this.
That's
area.
Assuming there's some sort of route to trace to this from like the other direction or something. That's totally legal.
Okay.
Because not in this case, but in the future, there might be situations where it could upgrade to make a connection.
Okay. Okay.
This tile never actually upgrades, so in this case that wouldn't be a thing. But like, that's totally fine, assuming you can, trace a loop to it, because eventually this can upgrade into this.
Okay. Okay. That all makes sense.
And even if it couldn't, it would still be legal. The only thing you cannot do is you can never lay track into the non-game space of the map, off the map.
I'm a structural engineer. You can't tell me what I'll build that bridge across that freaking bay.
You can try. It's not going to happen. So you cannot lay track off the map, and you cannot lay track into gray hexes or red hexes that do not have track to conjoin with them. That just is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got enough to get going then on this. I think
Let me breeze through the rest of the operating turn at least.
Okay.
I know. You want to play.
I just want to keep you all waiting.
We love learning.
After laying track, you may purchase a station token. You'll see each charter has a number of station tokens beyond their home station token. Those depend on the company. They are asymmetric in that way. They have a cost. That cost must be paid from the company's treasury. If you cannot pay it, you cannot lay it, obviously. And you must be able to reach an open city space where you can place that station token. So when you want to do so, you just pay the cost and you place it.
Okay.
And those station tokens must be placed from left to right, so you cannot jump to the more expensive station and then circle back to the cheaper one. It doesn't work that way.
And so you once you have all, like, let's say you have all of them out, you're never able to pick them up again, and so then you're kind of stuck with that, I guess.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
After laying station tokens, you may run trains. I don't know if you know how to run trains, but these are trains. These cards here, with these beautiful train pictures.
I see a card.
They have a cost in the top right to purchase them. They have a rusting schedule in the bottom right. And most importantly, they have a length or a value in the top left. That is the type of train they are. That is how far they can run. Distance is measured across any number of hexes up to that number of revenue centers. So a two train can hit 2 revenue centers. Revenue centers are offboards, cities, and dits. Anything that has a monetary value indicated by either a white circle with a number in it or these offboards.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, to elaborate on that slightly, this is an awkward spot for this example. Making examples. So, your 2 train could run from here to here for $70, or no, sorry, $80, assuming we're in green, because it would be the 50 plus the 30. Or, or it could run from here to here, which would be $50. Or it could run from here up to here, because those track pieces don't count, just the revenue centers.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense. Okay.
If you were to have multiple 2 trains in that company, you could run all of them so long as they never cross the same hex edge for their routes. So you could not have
here to here, here and up, and then here. And
yeah,
over.
But you could not have all 3 go here to up. They would each have to take a separate.
They have different schedules. They run at different times.
Not different enough, apparently.
I think your managing of trains is questionable at best.
One important thing to note is that every train route must contain a station token of that company. It does not need to start or end at that station. It just needs to contain it. So it doesn't matter for a 2 train, but for something like a 3 train, you could run, say, West Virginia coal through here up to Ohio.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, that all makes sense. What is the... I get all the numbers then, and then there's a D, which is not a number.
D stands for diesel. Diesel trains are infinite they may run to any number of revenue centers, so long as they are, of course, not doubling back on themselves or running into stations tokens from other companies, or things like that.
Okay, interesting.
Another thing I should mention is a train route may never contain the same location twice. So even if you have some sort of loop-de-loop and you'd like to go through it once and then skip it the second time, that's not a thing.
Okay.
Anyway, after you run your trains, you will add up the total of all of their routes into your revenue, and you'll determine whether to pay it out or to withhold it.
Okay.
If you do not pay out for any reason, either for withholding or because you have no trains and didn't run, your share value will move one space to the left on the stock market.
Okay.
If, however, you pay out, your share marker will move one space to the right on the stock market.
Okay.
Pardon me. When you withhold, you will take the full value of the run and add it to the company's treasury.
Okay.
If you pay out, you will pay out the value of the run across the company's shares. So if you hold 30%, you'll get 30% of that run. If the bank holds, if the IPO holds, 10% just disappears to the bank. Any shares in the bank pool pay to the corporation's treasury.
Okay.
And if other players have shares, they will, of course, get paid too.
Okay.
And then finally, after running, you may purchase trains. Only after running, you actually get to buy the trains. Trains can only be paid for with the company's treasury, outside of one exception I'll get to in a minute. If you have a route that is your company is connected to two revenue centers, you must purchase a train. It is compulsory. But likewise, if you do not, then you do not. You can have a certain number of trains depending on the phase of the game. At the start of the game, you may have 4. It's this limit in the column here. And then when we purchase the first 4 train, that limit goes down to 3. When we purchase the first 5, it goes down to 2. If you ever find yourself in excess of the train limit, you will discard a train of your choice out of the game. And the moment a train of a new rank is purchased, it will trigger an event, either the addition of green track to our repertoire and the use of green off-board revenue values. In the case of the 4s, it will trigger a rusting of all the 2 trains, removing them from the game. In the case of the purchase of a 6, it will rust all the 3s. And in the case of a purchase of a D, it will rust all of the 4s.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, technology marches on.
Wow, I didn't realize that you just purchase a train and then everything disintegrates
Yep.
behind you.
Yep, it's great. It's great. Special thing to note, you can only ever purchase the currently available rank. So you can't purchase any 3s until we've gone through all the 2s. Likewise, except for the diesels. You may purchase diesels after the very first 6 has been purchased. So 6 and Ds are sort of an adjacent rank beyond that first one.
Okay.
And Ds have a special trade-in thing. If you have a 4-train, 5-train, or 6-train in the company, you may discard it and pay only $700 for the diesel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many rounds does this kind of normally take in this? I'm just trying to get an idea of thinking the length of buying and selling.
So 1830 typically goes 7 to 8 ORs if somebody goes bankrupt, and 10 to 11 if nobody does. This is a little bit smaller, so maybe it's an average of 7 to 8.
Okay.
In general.
Okay.
I think.
I was just trying to get an idea of kind of thinking through how this all.
No, yeah, it's actually a great question, and I just don't have a great answer for you.
To clarify, I think Garrick means OR sets, not individual
Yes.
operating rounds.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
By a round, I am referring to a stock round and its paired set of operating rounds. That is
Yes.
one round in common parlance.
That's what I was guessing you were meaning. So,
Okay.
Okay. Well, I feel I'll ask questions as we go, but
No, yeah,
feel
I think
pretty
you
good about
have
this.
everything you need to know besides the basic private auction. Bless you. Do you did you read on the private auction, or do you need to teach on that?
I did. I do need to teach on that.
That's
I don't
okay.
think
It's not hard. I'm just putting stuff away real quick.
Well, I think I skimmed that one, but I can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
No, that's fine. It's a cool little sequence that is called a waterfall. Oh, that's so great. It's called
Is this where we bid on everything?
Yes.
Bid on them?
We're going to have a waterfall auction on these privates, and it will end when a player holds when all of them are held by players. There we go. Flip my wording there. And the way that it works is we've randomly assigned somebody to be priority deal, and then it'll go clockwise from there. And you can either purchase the cheapest available private, or you may submit a bid on any of the others, or you may pass.
Okay.
When somebody purchases the cheapest available private, it is called pulling the ripcord, typically, and it will set off a chain reaction where we go left to right, checking to see if there are bids on the private. And if there are, we will resolve a private auction among only the people who have bids on that private. And then when they determine a winner, they will pay for that private and get it, and we'll move on to the next one in sequence, check to see if it has bids, resolve a private auction, and so on, until we hit one that does not have bids, at which point we revert to the previous method of doing this, where somebody can either purchase the cheapest or bid on anything else.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
If everybody passes, we will pause the auction. Any privates that are currently held by players will pay their revenue to that player, and then we will go back into the auction. So there is no getting off the hook.
Wait, can you repeat that last part again? Sorry.
Sure. No, absolutely. If everybody passes, we will pause the auction. Any privates that are held by players that have been purchased already will pay their revenue to that player, and then
so you get money from it by buying in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we will go right back to the auction after those pay out.
Interesting. Okay.
Who just deleted a share?
I did not.
Alan, what'd you do?
Just press Control Z. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Don't press Control Z.
Don't ever Control Z. I learned that the hard way.
Really throw everything out of whack.
It erases some of the banks.
It shouldn't, but I think some of the older mods don't have the updated scripting that are protected from it or something.
Okay.
It's a thing.
But this all makes sense, I think.
Yeah, they all have powers, and I know we talked about the powers before the stream. I don't know if you remember them. Mostly, they don't matter a ton. Mostly the values matter, because the real use of the privates is that anytime on a company's operating turn, the company may purchase any number of privates from players, if that player consents and the president of the company consents, for anywhere from $1 up to 2 times the value of the private. So the company can purchase Chesapeake and Ohio Canal for anywhere from $1 to $160. They pay that money from their treasury to the player that held the private.
Okay.
So it serves as a method of funneling money from the company to you.
Okay.
So the basic gameplay loop of the game is we get these privates, we float up a company, we have the company buy in the private, and we use that to fund the next company, and then we can have the two companies help each other out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all you really need to know before we get started.
Okay.
That's probably more than I meant to go for, but it is what it is.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, Lily.
Should we put these tiles away then?
We should. Yeah, I'll start getting on that. I figured we have 10 minutes per Lily wakes up.
I'm awake. Thank you very much, sir. I fell asleep at 11.
Ooh.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Ragsnaff. Or Loken. And also Shasner. Howdy. I never said howdy.
All right, Pat, all you.
Oh, right.
Lily, I think Billy has a question for you.
I'm on it.
Okay.
See, I feel like I'm in the same boat as Luke in the sense that I don't know what's actually good in this map.
I
I feel
remember
like a teleport's never bad.
I remember reading that this auction was fundamentally broken in some way. I forget how. So yeah, just be aware of that.
Yep. So guess and get it wrong.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like a teleport is never bad.
Depends on where it is.
It's a weird place.
It is a free token, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but you have to pay for the mountain.
The hell?
Technically a more expensive token, yeah. Oh, maybe that's a mistake. Oh well, we're doing it.
Okay. Baltimore, Susquehanna is that one. Columbia, Philadelphia is that one. It's been a while since I played this. Let's just bid on Columbia and Philadelphia.
Leave me alone.
You shouldn't have bid on the one that's better.
Is that the good one?
I like it more than Baltimore and Susquehanna. It controls whether PRR can make the connection up to Allentown.
Yeah. PRR feels like it's in a hard position on this map. Like I was kind of like looking through the potential revenue locations, and there's some interesting potentials. Although specifically, I don't see any like really awesome early 2-train runs. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Actually, maybe that's what PRR is there for.
Mm,
But then
Maybe-
you're just running like 20 value cities to each other. Who cares?
the
And-
2 trains are not great in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't Leichenberg one of the best ones for like the 60?
Well, that's what it's 40. I guess it's so, but you have to pay the 80 for the
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
home
Okay.
location.
$5 intervals. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one, Billy?
Wait. Didn't I not get to go?
You are the very last in turn sequence.
Oh, am I? Oh, I guess I am. Sorry, we were going in clockwise. My bad. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy,
Yeah.
that one was funny.
Where is this?
Pat said like Leichenberg or something instead of Lynchburg.
Oh, wait, I can.
I like Leichenberg better. Can we rename it that?
K.
So I'm right. 55
I
minutes
have-
at 5 over.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
I have this problem where I see letters and words that aren't actually there. I don't think it's dyslexic, but it might be a little bit. I legitimately thought it said Leichenberg.
Lily,
Jesus.
I'm
rip
coming.
court, rip court.
Oh, I mean, I'm
No.
definitely saying it wrong, Billy. Susquehanna? Susquehanna?
Susquehanna.
And I feel like ripcording here would be so bad for Lily.
Yeah, it'd be terrible,
Susquehanna.
really.
Oh no, it wouldn't
So
be good. I just think
therefore-
it'd be funny.
So Pat's after me, so it makes sense to bid on that. Yeah, might as well.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna put it on.
There you go.
So to explain a little bit of what's happening here, Luke, is we're basically policing each other to make sure nobody pulls the ripcord before we want them to, by making sure that whoever's to the left of us is always the right of us, left of us is always contested for
The private they've already bid on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, in which case I don't know. Like Pat kind of gets a freebie here.
Because somebody messed it up.
Yeah, I policed Lily even though I didn't need to, but it's because I didn't feel like bidding on anything else yet.
I don't feel like I'm incentivized to ripcord here either. I could make it fun and just bid on the highest one. So if someone ripcords, I have that one. I don't know if that's good or not, but
Well, Camden and Amboy doesn't look like it's the worst company, but it's weird.
what's annoying is that you pay 205 minimum and you only get 190 for it. It's like already.
I feel like
loss.
this is the classic B&O. Like,
It
there's
is.
absolutely no reason to buy it for more than face value price at the end.
Unless you're willing
Unless
to
it was actually B&O.
You know what though?
Is B&O
let's
bad,
have
or
let's
I can't-
have fun. I'm gonna do the 205 so that if someone pulls a ripcord, I just get it.
All right, the entire dynamic of this auction just got blown out of the water.
Oh,
Let's have
Ripcord, ripcord, ripcord.
I'm gonna bid on the B&O.
Now if someone goes up, now they're just wasting money on it.
All right.
What's interesting is that it is now theoretically possible to get out of the private auction without having purchased a private, which
Yes.
isn't necessarily a good thing, but it's also not horrible. All right, so Garrick policed me. That makes sense. Makes sense. I don't know the true values of any of these things.
But they're printed on them.
I will. Guess I'll go over here.
Okay. So let's say I passed. What would happen exactly again? So now we.
If you pass, nothing immediately happens.
Nothing immediately happens.
It would just go on to Lily's turn. And then, of course, Lily would have the option of either bidding on something or passing or pulling the ripcord. And if we were to all pass, nothing would happen at this moment because nobody holds any privates. So we should not all pass. We'll be here all night.
I vote we all pass.
I hear that one's a good one.
What do you think, Lily?
Boop.
I had a feeling. All right.
She didn't do it. She didn't do it. I was doing it.
I figured. All right. Lily, you have the low bid on the Columbia Philadelphia Railroad. Would you like to raise?
Yes. I'm gonna raise to 60.
I'll take the 60. Oop. 65. Luke, at this point, you have the option of either raising or passing, withdrawing from the auction if you do.
I don't know if it is good or bad. Pull levers.
Lily's out. Oh, Lily's up 75.
I never said that. This is a terrible decision, and I'm totally for it. Ow.
I mean, it's not worth 80. I'm gonna hold my money though. I'm out.
You can just take it, Luke.
Okay. So for 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and pay 80, and then we move on to the Baltimore Susquehanna. Susquehanna? I don't know.
Skana.
Susquehanna.
Cisco
All right,
Hanner.
Luke, you're first, so.
Yeah, I'll go up to 65.
Billy.
I will take it to 70. No.
I'm out.
Cool.
Ah, Alan got that for a decent price. All right, Chesapeake and Ohio. Low bid is on Pat.
All right.
I think Billy's reacting to my butchering of Susquehanna, Lily.
Gotcha.
Or Susquehanna. I still don't know if it's Hannah or Hana.
Let's just
It's
bump it
it's
up a little
Hana.
bit and
I'm
speed
pretty
this
sure it's
along.
Hana.
I thought it was Hana
110.
too, but Hanna reads
All
Hannah
yours.
to me.
Oh,
What? What is happening?
okay.
I guess you're just I guess you're just sticking pat with the bag. All right, Alan, would you like to raise on Baltimore and Ohio?
Yeah, sure, why not? You out or tight?
No, I was raising it.
I took the
140.
other one as well while I was ahead.
Yeah.
I think 140, and it has no revenue, which means you won't be able to par. And you'll have to find some other way of making money. I can accept you having it for that.
I don't love
Does
it.
mean you're still getting the share of what appears to be the best company in the game.
Where are the tokens for here?
Oh, they're on the company charters in this mod.
Interesting.
Makes sense. All right, we're into the first stock round. Lily pulled the ripcord.
I did, which
So-
means Pat has priority.
Pat has priority deal. Pat, take it away.
pass.
You pass. All right, let me do a quick sandy check. 50. Yeah. Do I bother doing anything? Yeah, I'll buy the President's Sword of Biendo. We'll set it.
What? You're defending it? Oh my god.
I know, madness. We'll par at 70. It's the only par price that exists.
Exception of what I have.
Yeah. All right, I'm done.
Oh man. 95 actually hurts for that.
It does.
Yep.
I really want to know if this company's good or bad.
Which one?
Specifically
PLE?
this, yeah.
PLE's okay.
Like it looks neat. Like honestly, I'm really intrigued by it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
pretty good
we'll-
one.
Like by observation, it just like you're just choosing a personal sideboard to lose out on $20, right? Essentially. Because the goal is to go to DC then to New York if you can, right? I'm guessing with them.
I mean, that's the goal. You could also run like Pittsburgh to Ohio through DC or something.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, you don't even. Yeah, I
Well,
guess
that's
true.
what. So like that was my thought.
didn't
Like
think
it
of
feels
that,
like
yeah.
it feels like a really decent early thing because your home token is 40 no matter what. So even though you're running into Charleroi, which sucks, you're making good money on it. And then I could, in theory, just run directly into Ohio and then build a way of it once I hit green. Although that feels bad because there's nowhere to token. I don't know what's actually good. Lynchburg looks terrible.
Yeah, don't start C&O. Probably don't start
No.
Lynchburg, whatever that one is.
What do you mean?
No,
All those water tiles.
If I was gonna, I mean, I think I'm between Allentown and what is it? Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. Allentown doesn't look bad, but I don't have the the correct private for it. I guess Strasbourg has an interesting possibility. But it's on all these damn water tiles. Like at the end of the day, what's the benefit of the Baltimore Susquehanna connection? Just that I can get to the east end of the board easier?
I'll be honest with you. I see it used rarely or utilized rarely. Not that I've played this game a ton, but
Yeah. So I kind of think maybe. Yeah, I think maybe I just go play in the corner. I guess the benefit to going over here is that other people are likely laying track, which means the track will get laid more quickly.
yeah, but you run into that issue you said of you don't have CP. The ooh is a yellow, so obviously you can't do anything with it till green.
Mhm.
What is an ooh? Sorry.
Oh, the oohs are the double O's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just call them oohs. I can't remember if that's
Yeah.
unique to us or not.
Allentown just looks like it's bad because I don't have CP, and Strasbourg Railroad is kind of the other option, but it looks expensive.
It kind of sucks to lay this and then be stuck there until we hit green.
Yeah, there's like literally no other track tile you can lay. So I want to say I've wasted everybody's time because I was always going to get Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railroad. Where are the tokens?
They're on the charter.
So from what I
That's
can
the
tell
revenue
from
token.
So from that conversation, I believe I should be buying the Lehigh Valley Railroad. I think that makes sense.
Or
Makes sense.
Yeah.
or you buy PRR.
Or PRR. Either one works.
They kind of have
Okay.
the same value, and potentially the reason to go to Harrisburg instead of Allentown. Allentown's upgrade potential is bad because it'll never get past green.
Also, PRR has a ton of tokens.
Did I miss this, or can we buy
Oh,
things
I guess
in
it
yellow?
does. I guess it does have a ton of tokens. I actually, yeah, I'll buy PR.
What's up, Lily?
PRR.
We can't buy any privates until green, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if you're going to Allentown, you're still stuck there until it goes to green.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do PRR then. Okay. And so that is, what is it? There's 2 shares, so that 140, right?
It's you get to par it at
Yeah.
70, 80, or 95 and then pay
I'll
double.
just put it at 70.
A prudent choice. Okay. Lily. What are you parring?
Something I never do.
Neat.
Oh, no, that's
So-
not how it goes.
I'm gonna make a huge suggestion for you as well, Luke. We're gonna do that.
Oh,
We're gonna do that.
Lord.
So you can see at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the colors kind of pop
Yeah.
up. It'll be a
Okay.
lot easier for you to keep track.
I see. I get it.
Oh, do y'all
Yeah,
play
no,
with
I
your
haven't-
hand receding?
I know you stream, so you don't, but like I've always have the hand at the bottom of my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good talk.
I mean, it's just habit for me from all of the games I play where I'm holding cards.
True.
All right, Pat, you're up.
Oh, I passed.
Oh, you passed. Okay. I'll also pass.
Are you passing?
Yeah. I can't
Okay.
float. Why would I buy stuff?
Can't float?
Nope, I'm $10 short. I
He
mean,
did it to himself.
right, I knew what I was doing.
No, I know. I'm just laughing at you.
I'm really curious to know where you're getting the next $10 though.
I just invest in somebody next turn.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, B&O is a really like
It's a
you could
centralized company, so people are
you
going to be
could
building
you could
towards
run
them.
just Baltimore to DC and be fine. So it doesn't matter if you miss out on some track play. I will pass as well. I think I don't. Yeah, I don't see any reason to go in since I can't float.
I will pass.
What the hell is happening?
Wait, can nobody float and nobody's
I
willing
can't-
and nobody's
I
willing
can't.
to co-float?
Lily
Well,
is
oh, wait.
the
Well,
only one.
Well, let me double check something. So, okay, sorry, because I'm correct in thinking that I could not float.
Yeah, you can't float.
Yeah, you don't have enough
But
money.
I could.
Alright, I guess it's
but-
just me.
So I don't know what the incentive structure is in this particular game, but Luke, I'm just gonna tell you, you usually don't co-float. It only it benefits the president way more.
Okay.
No, you're
Can I just float?
yes, you do your float. Alan, you're stuck in 36 mode. Co-floating is not it is not like that in the other games.
Well, then why aren't you co-floating people, Garrick?
Why am I not co-floating people? Because
I'm done.
well, one, I wanted to see if people were going to invest more in their companies because I don't want to like float them all myself.
I was kind of waiting the same thing too. I was like, honestly, had Garrett gone all the way, I probably would have bought the last share.
Alright, cool.
We keep going though, right?
Yeah.
Well, Lily
I mean,
finished, so now I'm passing. It's because it actually does matter if you don't wait for Lily to do it because it's priority. So like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like you don't want to wait for Lily to be done because then Lily will get first priority after floating a company. Like you wanted to do it while she was floating.
I mean, I can undo that too.
Right.
No,
like,
I know.
I'm
I
just
know.
being impatient.
if people are open to co-floating, like I can start buying up.
I mean, I don't know anything, so I would always be in.
I mean, if
floating, everyone was passing, I was like, I can't float, and then I didn't. So yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, if you want to buy a share of mine, then I'm only $10 shy myself, sir.
All right, Lily, don't take your
Yes.
money out. Just take your 3 shares out.
Alright.
That you just, like,
They'll do the actual rounds.
Sure. I'm just gonna buy one of Garrick's right now.
All right, I will buy a B&O in that case.
So
Yeah,
now,
interesting.
is it bad to do like? I know it's not my turn yet, Alan, but I'm just trying to get an idea.
Mhm.
Is it bad if there's like tri-floating or like is that how? I guess I'm trying to.
Oh,
Derek's gonna float no matter what. He's not gonna
Yeah.
make any money during his next turn, so you might as well just wait and see how much money he's making.
Well, the
yeah,
argument
there's
the argument to hop on now would be to preserve turn priority for future stock rounds because you're trying to manipulate the priority deal across future rounds. But yeah, you don't need to invest right now. It's fine to hold on
Yeah.
to cash.
so there's
But if I
yeah.
buy into Alan's, then does that help me in turn priority? Because if he passes last, or like,
Yeah.
is that
So
right?
I mean, I guess what it comes to, Luke, for us is since Garrick is now incentivized to buy into his own, Lily's going to be out of money, and Pat only has the potential to buy one additional share, then one of us ends up left off the table in a co-float situation. What I will say is that not being the only major company not buying the week 2 trains in the first round is not necessarily a bad thing. And also Allentown is oh no, you went PRR, so it doesn't matter. So I mean I don't necessarily feel strongly here. Like I could just as easily just go into Garrett because I can float on my own with a single $10 payout from my company. But also getting PRR on the board is beneficial to me because again, we're burning through more of the weaker trains if I do that. So there is a world where I buy a single PRR and I just leave myself off the table for a round.
You do get to decide before I do, so I'm gonna take in your lead on this.
Yeah, I think I will. I'll buy a single PRR. We'll do that.
Okay. So then I pay So I need to buy 3 more. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Do
but
them one at a time.
Sorry, what?
Do them one at a time.
Oh, okay, so just like do 7 or just grab that one at a time. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Because this is it's like the priority of the next round is important with this. That's why.
okay, so spend 70, grab 1.
Lily's buying one. Pat, are you doing anything?
I'm debating. How many more does Alan have to buy? Or sorry, Luke have to buy 2? 1,
Yeah.
2. I should still get priority without me having to buy one. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should still end up with priority. So I'm gonna pass.
I'll buy B&O.
Floats.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well. That actually doesn't work out for me. Oh well. I will buy a B&O. Why not?
What I par at? 70? 70.
I will buy a PRR.
I had another being interesting.
Pat, you doing anything?
Debating buying another B&O at this point and sitting on money for later. Loses 5.
To
But
the
I'll buy B&O now.
moon!
Sure, I'll buy B&O for now.
I pass.
I will buy a Norfolk and Western. I have faith in Lily.
I'll buy.
You're the
That might
only
have been
one,
it.
Alan.
Oh, you should go get your charter, Lily.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's because I went and I looked at the map and I was like, oh, actually, Lily's gonna run decent.
Okay, I pass though.
I'm still on pass.
I think everyone is. No one has
And
money. No one can
and
sell.
we've floated, right?
Yes. I went ahead and
Okay.
put money into your treasury and I put out your home token.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, everyone passes. PD's on Pat, because Lily was the last one to take an action. Nobody sold out, so we go into a single operating round. Privates pay. Boom, privates have paid. First up is C and A, which is not floated. So we move on to B and O. B and O will lay straight track. No stations, fails to run, falls back. There we go. I'll purchase a single 2 train. B&O's done. On to the White Company, whichever one that one is.
So wait, don't you
It's
lose the
PRR.
train?
What are you talking about?
There was
You
a thing
bought
about
train,
exporting.
So you know.
What?
From
No,
the bank's pool, not from the
the-
companies.
Yeah, at the very, very end of the set, we will discard one from here of the current rank.
Okay, I fully misunderstood that. I thought it was going to be more punishing. Okay.
No.
No, it's not a punishment mechanic. It's a buy fucking trains mechanic.
Yeah, it's a push the game forward mechanic.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, White Company. Who's that? Oh, you're not floated.
It's not floated.
Okay.
So it's green.
Green.
Says me, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The PRR. So first you lay track.
Yes. Oh man. And so to really do anything, I need to put that track down, right?
Yeah, it's the only thing you can lay.
Yeah.
Your only question at this moment is orientation. Are you going to orient it that way or off toward Berlin? And I can tell you one of those two is better than the other in probably all cases.
I'm guessing this one.
I'm thinking that one.
Okay.
Yeah. The problem is Berlin is blocked at the moment.
Okay.
Goes the other way. Oh no, it's not. It's just free laying. Never mind. It's not blocked.
Okay, so I do that, and then sorry, I'm just gonna make sure I do this
You're fine.
correctly. So then I So yeah, we purchased a station, or do I need to pay then
Nope.
for that?
The home station's free. Now you
Okay.
could lay additional ones if you had any other spots to place one, but you don't.
Okay. So I get to run trains, but we don't have any trains, so I can't run any trains yet. And then I pay dividends or withhold revenue. So withhold then, so then I can buy a train. That makes
Yeah, you
that's
basically
right.
withhold $0, which means you didn't pay out and you fall back to the left.
Okay.
And now you may
And
purchase any number of trains
Okay.
up to 4.
Probably just one. That
How many
is
companies
80.
do we have remaining? Norfolk and Western's remaining.
Oh, I just realized the ooze don't work the way I thought they did in this one.
Yeah, they merge. It sucks.
Oh,
I know, it's gross.
Yeah, ooze are gross.
Why is that bad? That feels like it'd be good.
because you can't double and dip in them.
Yeah,
by
you can't double
circling.
run them. It opens them up for people to run through them. It's just
I mean, that, yes, but I've always found that ooze are like the amount of time
Is it me?
necessary to get them running doesn't
Yes,
matter.
it is, Lily.
I was gonna propose that Luke has the option of purchasing more if he wants to, because he can probably run
Okay.
them. But
Oh.
I will wait.
it's entirely up to you. Like, this is just a strategic thing.
I'll-
You can run PRR to Hagerstown and to Allentown with two trains. And the reason not to rush the 2 trains would be that you don't want somebody going after you to burst into 3s and purchase privates before you can. But I don't think that's a big concern right now. So
Yeah,
I think
it's
you'd be
kinda early in
fine
this.
either way.
Okay. I'll purchase it. I'm curious to see how this goes.
Can I? So
Yeah,
counter
okay.
the counter argument is you can't actually lay to Allentown because you need to go into the greens in order to get there. But you do have the access to Columbia, so that would be the argument. It's just not as good as going to Allentown.
You can run both pretty much no matter what, given 2 more track lays.
Yeah, it's an extra 30 revenue on your run, which is like probably worth it ultimately.
That being said, I've legitimately never seen Columbia laid as a tile.
I have seen PRR purchase multiple trains though, which is why I brought it up.
That's fair. That's fair.
I will wait. I will wait on this.
That's fine. So Lily, all you.
I don't know what happened there, but I just wanted to watch it fail at that point. It started tilting, and I was like, "We gotta see where this goes."
That's great.
That's the kind of night we're gonna
Beautiful.
have. Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful. So good.
All right, Lily, you fall back. How many trains you buying?
2.
Sounds good. All right,
Okay.
that is our operating round. One of them exports. We are back to a stock round. PD's on Pat.
All right, buying that B&O.
Makes sense. Boo, 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 nothing in the bank pool. Yep, I pass.
This is so interesting because Norfolk and Western is gonna run for 100, where B&O is only running for 60. So is the extra $4 worth missing out on a potentially one of the better shares in the game?
That is the question.
Probably not, because it'll rise.
All right, Luke.
I only have 60, so I cannot buy, right?
Yeah, nothing is.
So
Yeah.
You could
the
sell.
one thing, yeah, you could sell one and buy something else.
Just remember, selling one lowers it, so you're damaging all your other stocks by 5 value.
This is true. That said, you are putting a share into the bank pool, so it would pay to the company's treasury, which may or may not add up over time, assuming nobody else purchases it. You're fine not buying anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I'm just trying to learn this game.
pass.
Yeah, I pass.
I'm
Best
still
way to
passing.
learn is to do stuff.
Pull levers.
I'm still passing, so back to Alan.
Pretty sure I'm just passing.
All right,
I'll
and then
pass.
PD's going to be on Luke, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, at the end, B&O sold out, so it's going to rise. Let me flip these back over. We have 1 OR, privates pay. First up is B&O. Okay, B&O is going to lay DC. We're gonna lay it that way. B&O. Strip the band-aid off and just go ahead and drop it, I suppose. For 40.
Interesting.
I mean, there's no way I don't token it at some point.
Where's the cost? Sorry, I can't.
Oh,
I mean,
sure,
it goes up.
It's on the charter.
It's on the. Yep. Okay, I see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it. Yep.
I guess it has 4 token spots at the end of the game, though.
They fill up. They fill up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll lay that. I will run for 60. Pays out. Moves over. B&O will be done. On to PRR.
Okay, so here. And I don't have to place a station down.
You do not have to.
Okay. Well then I guess we'll run the trains and get 40, right? Am I correct in that?
Yep, that's 40.
Okay. So
And then there's a nifty little thing up here, the revenue tracker. You can just drop your token on the corresponding spot, and it'll automatically throw that into your counter for you.
oh wait, say again how to do it. Sorry.
Bless you, Alan. This tracker up here, if you just drop this token onto the corresponding spot, it will automatically put that number into your counter, so you can just hit pay money or pay out or whatever you want to do.
Okay, so that just goes, and then it's 40. Oh shoot, it said 400. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, it's by 10. Okay, I get that. Okay. Yeah, I guess. So if I paid out, it'd be like barely anything to all of us, right? Like it would.
Yeah. But it also keeps your stock price moving to the right instead of moving to the left.
That is true. I probably want to pay out then. So we'll pay out.
Moves to the right. Would you like to purchase any trains?
I don't think so.
Okay. Lily with
Yeah.
the Norfolk and Western.
Boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Boop. All right, and then we're running for 60 and then 100.
Yep.
And now I have the Mario 2 theme song stuck in my head.
I'm going to go ahead and pay out.
Where's the 100? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
Yeah, so 20 to 40 and
Yep.
then 20 to 20.
Oh, sorry, 100 in total. Oh, okay.
I do not have one route that is 100. I would love that. Though.
Sorry, I was like.
No, that's totally get it. Totally cool.
So cool.
And I'm not buying any trains.
So you're all done?
Well done.
All right, we export a train. Move on to a stock round. PD's on Luke.
Oh, so now we're doing the buying. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So one thing
will-
that's really helpful is just looking at the revenue track to see what values things are running for.
Yeah.
It may have
think
been
I was-
obvious, but
Yeah, I was about to buy into Norfolk and Western. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so that is. How much is that?
It's
70.
70. I don't know if I explicitly said this, but when you're purchasing from the IPO, it's always the par price.
Okay. But then when it's in the bank,
When it's in the bank pool, it will be the current stock value.
Yep. Okay. So then I will spend 70 to buy. Okay.
Lily?
Well, I'll buy PR.
Pat?
Oh, thank
Pass.
you.
I'll buy Norfolk and Western for 70.
I will sell a PRR. And I will buy the last Norfolk and Western.
Luke?
Okay. So he sold. Does anything change with the revenue, the treasury, or anything here for
Nope.
that?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
no.
Just the stock value, that's all.
Well, that stinks. Then I'll pass.
I pass.
Oh man,
I
I'm not
also
going
pass.
to operate.
I will pass.
Oh wait, no, I
Ooh.
can't. What am I talking about? Yeah. All right. No.
Alan?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not in a great position. About to go into green. Sorry, I just need a few seconds to think
your
this
time.
through. 20. 42. Nah, it's not worth it. This is really annoying. Dump.
All right, NNW drops 2. BNO drops 2.
Wee!
Yeah, this is gonna end up hurting me a lot in the end game. Then I will purchase my own for 70.
Luke?
Luke.
I'm passing.
Lily?
I pass.
Pat?
I still pass.
You can purchase a Norfolk and Western now if you want it.
Oh, I can?
It's at 60.
Oh, it's at 60. Yeah, sure, I'll buy one.
I figured I should mention that for you.
I didn't even see that. Yeah, sorry. Whoop.
I'm passing, so Alan, I'm assuming you can just float up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And I pass after I finish floating. PD drops to Luke.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm trying to make sure I understand this correctly. So with my Columbia Philadelphia Railroad, so I can play one tile and then get to play another tile down. Is that correct? Am I understanding this correctly?
So you can't use it
two.
yet because it can only be used by a corporation that owns it, and we can't buy them in until the green phase.
Yeah, we haven't got to the green phase. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But the way it's going to work is in addition to your normal track lay, either before or after, it'll allow you to place the two track pieces on this spot. So you can effectively buy it in, use the power to lay these, and then use your track action to lay Allentown.
Okay. So now, okay, I gotta play some tracks. So probably.
Nope. First things first. We have one OR, privates pay, and then first up is Allen's.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Yep. And I need to take a minute to look at my options. Is it just this, maybe? That looks pretty nice. That wouldn't be legal. What does this do? Darn you, Twilight Imperium. No, it certainly wouldn't be that. That's okay.
That one's
yeah,
not
that
legal.
That's not legal.
You could do the bow and arrow or something similar.
Yeah, the bow and arrow doesn't really do what I want it to do.
Freddy
What's the
Knuckles,
bow
you're
and
not
arrow?
wrong.
Is there anything that really wants this one? I feel like stealing this tile usually is really impactful.
Isn't this one the one you want?
Is it? Does it? I don't think that helps me because now I'm not going towards Greenspring.
Oh, I thought you wanted to go to this. Okay, never mind. No, sure. I thought you were
I
trying to
mean,
get to this right away, and then you could like split off of that after. But yeah, that's fair. No, that's
I
fair.
mean,
I see what you're trying to do.
if I wanted to just maximize early profit, yeah, but I think at this point I have to play for the company to be functional.
Fair enough.
I think. Is there an argument for that? As denial?
I mean, there's always an
don't-
argument.
Well, this one at least is funny. I kind of like that actually. I think I'm going to do that one. Although I'm opening it up massively for PRR if I lay it that way. But then maybe they lay the track for me. I don't know. I don't have enough experience with this game to know what the impact of this is.
Well, the double dits exist over here for a reason. So like you are manipulating which track lays become legal over in this
Yeah.
direction.
And this sharp is typically somewhat important. Although I guess there's no real... The OO connections in this are less important because they eventually merge. Just trying to think. I think I don't hate this. I'm just gonna go with it. I do not lay any station tokens. I do not run. I fall back. And I will purchase
2 and a 3, 2 and 3 threes.
Oh, I should go get my charter.
And you just place your home station token.
Shh. So start with more money than I'm used to. Not a lot, but you know. So at the 2-3 is definitely happening. The question is, oh, that is the wrong direction.
Man, I wish I could buy trains and make money.
Did that? Hang on. Again. What happened? I'm so confused. Okay, hold up. I start at 700. And then I spend 80. And then I spend 180. If I spend again, I'm down to 260. Which I can probably live with. No, it'll just be 1-3 train. So 2-3. And then I will go ahead and buy in my private. I kind of dislike that they put the calculator where they put it.
I very much dislike they put it where they put it.
So I can give myself 100 for that. And that'll be the end of my turn. Sorry for the long turn.
All right, PRR.
Okay, so now that green track's bought, I could do the thing I was asking about.
Absolutely, and you probably should.
Okay, that's what I thought. So okay.
Oh, you only have the 1-2 train. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Bless you.
So there's that. So then There's that. And so is that all legal? Is that
Yep,
correct?
that's all legal.
Okay. So this will just still pay running trains 40.
Does he not have to buy in the company?
He does have to
first,
buy
though?
in. I was going to get there in a
Yeah, okay,
second.
okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Uh,
sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's right.
You're right. So yeah, you do need to buy this in, and you'll
okay.
if you want to use the power, and
Yep,
you'll do
yep,
so
yep.
by paying anywhere from $1 to $80 from the company treasury to yourself, which you'll just do by spending money here and taking money up there.
Okay, I'll just do the
I
80.
Well, that's happening. I have a quick question. Do we not put the Leh Valley Railroad home piece there now?
We can. The space is reserved. You're not allowed to token it
Yeah, okay.
at the moment.
That's why I just. Oh, but they can go through it right now, right?
Right, they can go through it.
All right, I'll wait.
I am gonna buy a station.
Nope.
You can't.
That's
not. Yeah.
That's what Pat was just talking
not that
about. Because
Oh, my
this
bad.
company starts here, there always needs to be one space reserved for it to be able to float.
Oh, I get that. Yep, I understand. So can't do that yet.
Yeah.
But once
On your next turn,
yep,
you could upgrade it to green and then token there because it'll be an open spot for it. But
that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so and then the company needs to get 40, right? Am I correct?
yeah, you need to run for 40.
Run for 40 doesn't really matter which way. Thank you. And then I can decide to either
Withhold or pay out.
withhold or pay out. I will withhold, so I guess I move to the left once. Sorry. And then I will buy a green.
Buy all of them. Buy three trains.
You should not do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
So why?
Is there any worth to buying two?
There is worth to buying two. So you don't have to
Luke-
run a train for its maximum length. So you can run a 3 train as a 2 train. And this is important because you have a route from here to here. You have a route from here to here. And next turn, if you upgrade this and token there, you'll have a route from here to here and or here to here. So you could have a potential 4 routes if you wanted them next turn.
Yeah, I'll buy two.
Hey, Luke.
Yep.
Just a quick question for you. Did you say that you withheld with PRR?
Yes. Is that wrong?
I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but you're not gaining a lot of value for the amount of value lost in your stocks. You're only running for 40, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's true.
If you're gonna withhold, you should do it on a later turn when you're actually getting good value from what you're doing.
That makes sense. Okay, yeah. No,
Unless you're being nifty
well.
with the yellow zone, but you're not being nifty with the yellow zone,
No,
so.
I'm gonna be so okay. I won't. Then let me. Sorry. Then let me
It's okay.
go back to.
I wanted to bring that up too, but there were like 12 things that immediately happened I needed to address, and I was like, which one do we go for first? The private, the trains?
Okay, so I don't think I added money to, or did I? I can't remember.
You can look in the chat logs.
80
you have not done anything yet. No.
Okay, so then I'll just pay out.
Easy peasy.
And then
That said, I don't think you've paid the correct amount for those trains. They are worth 180.
I know. Yes,
each.
I know. I know. I haven't paid for them yet. I
Okay.
haven't gotten to that point yet. I was just about to do that. So, 360 in total needs to be paid. And I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. Oh, let me adjust you to the right since you paid out instead. Okay. B and O is up. B and O. Let's see. DC bumps up to 40. The U costs 40. It gets me a potential pass through. We'll lay the U. I'm sure I have the money. We'll figure it out later. Lay the U. Probably that one. No, that's not legal. Yeah, that's gross. I don't like that at all. Not keen on that either. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
I like it. Now go run this dit.
We're getting there. One thing at a time.
Makes more sense than spending 40 to lay that one.
It kind of does. All right, we're running for 70. Nope, that's not me. What am I doing? Paying out.
Nice.
Scooting
And
over.
eventually you'll need to connect up here to these juicy offboards.
Slow your goat, man. Let's buy a 3 train because 3 trains are goat. Speaking of goats. And I probably don't need more than that. Nope. Nope, we're not running fancy anytime soon.
3 train, the great train.
Who has not operated yet? Norfolk and Western.
Lily.
Yeah, okay. We'll burn through the 3s. That's what I care about. Okay. B&O's done. So Lily with Norfolk and Western.
Boop.
Are you making your way to DC?
I'm just making my way to the rest of the map where all y'all are doing work.
I mean, it kind of feels like she needs to go to DC to make it worth it to have that company.
Kinda,
Alright,
yeah.
I'm going to pay out. That moves over.
Would you like to
Man,
purchase
these-
1 3 train or 2 3 trains?
We're buying 2 3 trains.
Hells yeah!
Woo, woo.
Love it.
Alright, that's the end of the OR? Or was
Yep.
yeah, we weren't green going into this.
Nope,
it's
that's
Oh,
the
this
end.
is-
So of 4 exports,
and all the 2s rest.
all the 2s die.
I like that we're getting rid of a 4 instead of a 3. Like,
Yes,
that's gonna
that's-
push. That's a significant change in the layout of the game.
That is.
Yeah, that was like if that's the big reason I wanted to be in control of that rest, so that's why it felt good to do this.
Also, 2 3 trains is gonna run you well for quite a while.
Yeah.
See.
All right. PD is on Luke. So, sir, you are first. Oh, did I forget to buy? I forgot to buy my fucking private. Lily, did you want to buy your private?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I definitely did.
can.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I felt like you have enough experience in this game that you should know.
I should know. I'm just a moron.
I
Yeah,
didn't say
no.
that. I didn't say that.
His words.
I did.
Yeah, that's enough.
I said it.
But but you're the one with him. What does that say about you? No, I'm kidding.
Says I'm
Oh.
stupider.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Luke, you're up first.
This is rough. This is rough, guys.
Is there any reason for me to buy into like the Lehigh Valley since I'm over there? Kind of, I'm laying thing.
Only if you want to float it.
Yeah, I can't really float it at this moment. So better to buy into someone else's and
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
there's no such thing as investing in a company that hasn't floated yet. At that point, you're just working on floating it.
It just
Okay.
becomes
Yeah.
dead cash.
well then I'll buy
Hey, that's what I did.
one of mine.
Just
Yeah, so he could buy that one, but it's the same price. There's no
Oh,
point.
okay, yeah.
But there's no point. Don't because it's the same price. So you'd rather leave that one there so it gives money to its bank.
Yeah. All right, Lily.
I will buy a VR from the bank.
I'm going to buy B&O from the bank.
I like how we're just letting Pat sit on CNA.
Yeah, we should probably force float him at some point.
Well, Garrick, it looks like me and Luke are like kind of balancing each other, so therefore you have to bounce Pat.
Yeah, but I need to buy that last B&O.
Mm,
Hmm. Agreed.
Well,
It's
now
okay.
that greed
I have more
has
money.
occurred.
I have more money. We can still force float him.
Not this turn. You can't unless people start selling socks.
I believe.
You literally can't unless you start selling socks. You don't have enough money on the table.
I was gonna say I could buy one,
And then he buys two, and
And then
that's
you
it,
buy
unless
two.
Luke sells one.
and in the meantime, I buy one at the cost of letting the one good share left go. Although that's not entirely good is a bad way of portraying this because PRR is about to bust out, I think.
mm-hmm.
I'll buy a PRR for 70.
I'll buy this. What was
Yes,
that
Luke.
at? What is it
65.
at?
70.
It was at 65. No, it was
65.
from
I
the
forgot
bank.
that one
Yeah.
from the bank pool, yeah. 65. I pass.
Yeah, God, I'm in such a bad spot. I don't even
I
know what to
pass.
do.
I appreciate that me and Luke are real good friends in this game.
Yep.
Who's PD sitting with right now?
Me.
The Lily.
I mean, I think you can count on me spending more money. Especially if this PRR is still in the bank pool.
You mean the IPO? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not going to be.
See, that's the thing.
Remember, what happens when these do? Use that when it goes up one? Is that what
It's at the very end of the stock round. It will get a
okay.
bump.
At the okay.
Yeah, actually I can't buy anything. So there you go.
Yeah, that was the issue. But it's
Yeah,
probably
you could have bought the Pittsburgh and Erie. It is gonna run.
I didn't have a PRR
Not
yet.
as much. All right, I'll pass. Regret everything.
All right, y'all three are passing, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I'm already going last, so sure, we'll buy Pittsburgh and Lake Erie for 70.
So much for force floating me, guys.
Shush.
I didn't say anything.
I don't know enough about
Pointed
this
it
game.
out.
All
In the
right.
end, it's not my fault, no matter what happens.
That is true.
Everyone passing?
Yeet.
Yep.
PD's on Allen at the very end. B&O, NW, and PRR are all sold out, so they will rise up. We have 2 ORs this set. Privates pay.
Yeah, we do.
First up is PRR.
This is, I think, the most fun I've had playing trains, and haven't laid a track down. No. I'm just watching.
That's not really
So I
my
guess-
role.
Time to upgrade. Do I keep this on here or do I get rid
No,
of it?
yeah, take this off.
I genuinely can't tell if this is a good strategy or not, because I'm gaining, I think I've gained, $150.
I
need
think
to
you're in a great
pay-
spot.
Do I need to pay 30?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Nope, no payment.
Oh, sorry. Okay. And then I will I'm trying to make sure I do this order. Purchase a station. Yeah, I will
Yes.
purchase a station.
So now that you only have the 2-3 trains, there's an argument to dropping it in Philadelphia instead of up here.
Yeah.
And that's just up to you how you want to run your trains and where you want.
Because it makes it that I can then run the way I can run it. Then will go through and it doesn't double over. Is that the correct?
It's that's how you run your trains now, and more how you want to run them in the future. Because your run is probably going to be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, no matter what.
That makes sense. Yep. That's what
Really, it's a question of, do you want to reserve a spot through Philadelphia in the future that you can maybe upgrade into this later, or do you want to reserve it up here, and then maybe lose access to Philadelphia if somebody else tokens it or something?
I think I'll do Philadelphia. I think that makes sense. So this is 40 that the needs to spend.
Yep, 40.
Yep. Okay. And then now run them. So this one will run to here. So that is
70.
And then this
The other one's
one
90,
is
so it's going to be
90.
16.
Okay, now this is where it's probably better to is it better with hold at this point?
So the general rule of 1830 style games is you always pay out unless you're buying a permanent train.
Okay.
That's probably still true here. That's not always true, like in 89, but it's probably true here.
Okay, then I'll pay out. And then interesting. So I could buy Lily's Delaware and like DNR Canal.
If she
If
consented,
I agree
yeah.
to it, yeah.
She agrees to it. Lily, would you be okay with that, or were you against that?
You should not do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Generically speaking, there's very rarely a reason you should buy a private from somebody else.
Okay, then won't
I
do it.
will say though, if you don't try to buy it, I won't buy it in for probably quite some time. I'm not gonna lie. I
Where is
like
it that
sitting
you're
on
trying to
DR.
go?
I guess it's over here to New York.
Oh. I mean, alternatively though, and don't get me wrong, it would cost you money, but if you cross the mountains, you then get to tie into everything I'm doing.
Yeah, and then you pay his mountain cost for him.
This is true.
I mean, I'm not suggesting that it's the right thing to do. I'm just indicating you do have other paths.
So let's say I purchased from Lily. So is this kind of where it's like, oh, I'll buy it for this, and that's how the haggling works of it? Is that how that, am I understanding that correctly?
I mean,
So the problem with buying it in is that like the whole point of privates is to funnel revenue out of the companies back into your hands so that you can reinvest it, which it creates like a positive feedback loop.
If they're buying someone else's, then I'm giving them a positive feedback.
Yeah, you're losing money from your company to give them a boost, and whatever power you're gaining really better be worth it in that case.
It has happened before, but it is more rare.
Yeah.
at the very least, I would say you wouldn't do it until the moment you're laying the tile.
Yes.
Okay, then I guess I'll wait on that right now.
All right. I guess we're on to B&O then. Yeah, 'cause you can't buy trains. Yep. B&O.
Yeah, you should upgrade DC.
No thanks.
Oh.
We're gonna drop that. We're gonna run for 30, 40, 30, which is 100. We're gonna end up paying out. Nobody likes decisions. And B&O's gonna be done. So on to NW.
That just increases my revenue by 10.
Oh, you're laying this straight?
I'd rather be safe than get blocked out and have to wait an extra turn.
I'm not gonna block you out. Come on.
You could place it like this.
Yeah, come on.
I don't trust you.
All right.
That was
This
quite
is-
shouty.
Clearly just my show of lack of trust. Anyway, I'm gonna pay out.
I think that might be a counseling session. I don't know if train games
and
really
that's it.
would be considered.
All right.
After playing this though so far, I mean, I don't really know I think how to win exactly. I mean, I know how to like what your goal is, but I'm not totally seeing it yet. But overall, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
That's so like
when I first watched this, and I was like, I want to learn to play this, but this looks so overwhelming. And then you actually play and learn the rules. It's like, this isn't that bad.
It's really not. People who don't play 18XX hype it up as this whole thing that it's not. All right, next OR, Private's Pay.
Thank you.
First up is PRR.
Oh, for buying in and everything.
No, just to return. We have a second.
Oh.
We have a second OR.
Oh, oh shoot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever you hit greens, you get two, and when you hit browns, we get 3.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do I upgrade the ooey?
It's not a bad idea because there's only 2 left, and that would allow you to control how the ooh is laid and which tile you use to do so.
It also directly increases your active revenues.
It does.
I think I like that. I think I'm gonna do this one and go here.
Interesting.
In the long run, it's not the end of the world, but yeah.
I'm
Derek,
making,
is this your sad voice, or are you?
that's
or are you trying to
that's
say
my I
no?
should say something voice. That I mean, I guess that might work.
I mean, it gets him into the other ooh, and he still has a path to New York through this tile,
That I refuse to give up, yes.
That she refuses to give up.
but it'll get burnt not too far in the future, frankly.
I guess because I guess the other thing is what
Like that.
that.
No, that one's illegal because you would be destroying the yellow track that exists dropping off this bottom edge. So your options are either this or the 180 mirror of it, or that one. And while you're totally right that laying to this ooh is not bad. It's really a question of do you want to give up potential control of New York to go for this or not? And that's just a value judgment.
And don't forget, if you can get, when you get the next ooh, you just lay it like that, and you get to go there anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'll do it like
Well,
this. This
hopefully
makes
not like
sense.
that because you probably want to upgrade straight through here at some point.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it like this. Oh gosh. Ah. Lay down. Okay, so did that. So now run trains, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Unless you
ooh,
want to
so
delay
this
another
would be-
token for some reason.
Oh, like the station token? Not yet.
I don't think there's any reason for you to.
Okay, so that's 20. So that's 70, and then that is 100. So 170, correct?
I believe you. I didn't do the math. 100.
Okay. And then I will pay
Yeah, 170.
out.
Sounds good.
That'll be good.
Yep. Okay. B&O is up. B&O. I mean, I guess I've reached the point where I upgrade DC. It improves my route. And I don't think I am in a desperate urge to go anywhere yet. Boop, 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 boop.
You know, the real asshole thing is to put the blank space that way.
That would be funny.
You can't destroy existing tracks!
I know, but it would be funny. I don't think I have any reason.
Rawr!
I don't think I have any reason to block people out right now.
No, of course not. It would just be funny.
Yeah.
But you're right. She's right. You can't do it.
No. All right, that
I
increases
just
my
wanted
route.
the safer bet.
That increases my route by another 10. I'll pay it out. Oh, that's not me. There we go.
I mean, worst case scenario, she just also does this anyway.
Right. No, I mean it's totally
like,
fine. It's just funny.
Yeah.
All right, B&O's done.
Okay. Boop. And I'm going to pay 40. Go boop. So that's math. it's 170.
Oh, wrong one, right?
Oh, yep. I want to be blue.
Mhm.
All right, I'm paying out. And goes to PLE.
Okay. I will lay this. And I think I'm gonna end up tokening this at some point, no matter what. So let's go ahead and do it now and get a slight bump. That ends up running for 100. Spend 40. Payout. Oof.
Did you move
Okay.
over yet?
I had not. Thank you. I'm done.
Okay. At the very end, we export a 4 train. Love to see it. All right, stock round. PD's on Alan.
Okay. Hmm.
When does the trade up happen? Once browns are unlocked, or did you wait for D's to be unlocked?
What's the question?
1/6 has to be unlocked.
1 sucks. Okay, 6. Sorry. Okay.
I found a kitty.
Wait, nope, wrong way.
I'm lowering those stocks right now, Alan.
Thank you. And then I will par. God, there's really feel like no reason not to par Allentown or Lehigh Valley. I'll par it at 70. Oh, they're all stacked up. That's what it is. Oh, Jesus Christ, why? Okay, I'm doing things. I'm still losing, but I'm doing things.
Doing things is the first step to not losing.
Is it my turn now?
I believe so.
It sure is.
Is it?
Hey, look, I put things in the bank to buy.
Do I buy Lehigh Valley? Or do we try to float Pats?
So we do want to force float Pat this turn if we can, because we want him to be on the hook for worse trains than fives, like great permanent trains. So I was certainly going to try and force float him this turn.
Okay, I'm gonna buy one of those. So what, 95?
Yeah, 95. So the danger of forced floating is, of course, that there's sort of a mutual thing going on where if you buy and then sell immediately, it's hurting the subsequent people who want to help force float. And if you don't sell, you run the risk of getting hurt by the people behind you. Or the people behind you get the risk of being hurt by you. It's a whole thing. I see Lily is not partaking.
Oh, I skipped Lily. I'm sorry.
I got skipped.
Yep.
The weird thing is that right now there's not that many stocks to buy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't
Lily's
blame you for
buying the
buying that
PRR.
instead. No, of course she is. I don't blame her. I would have done the same. That's why I bought it.
Yeah, you guys have just gotten all of the benefit of the stocks I've been forced to sell this game.
Eric, you even playing? Or you just typing in the Warriors Discord?
It's not the Wooden Warriors Discord.
War Machine.
Yeah, that one. Isn't Pat still thinking?
Yeah. I mean, there's no harm in buying these, so spend 65. I'll buy one of those. Go.
I'll buy a C&A for 95 and regret it. Oopsie.
I will continue trucking on with Lehigh Valley. I will say, Luke, there's an interesting incentive structure that you can create here. If you buy a second, then if Pat wants to keep this company, he has to defend it at that point. Alternatively, he could just be hilarious and dump his president's share. That'd be great.
I think I'm gonna. I don't know. This might hurt me, but I'm gonna buy another. So
Lily?
I'll buy this one.
Pat? Will you defend?
I mean, if Luke doesn't sell them after, because I can just float it right now, then you might not even sell at that point. And you could also just buy and sell one. Like, they're kind of good stocks right now, so would you sell them?
I guess the question is, would you rather be floated on your terms or on someone else's terms?
I mean, I could just sell it right now and just do something completely different.
You could.
I've gained my money from it.
But you're also giving up a treasury with, 950 that people helped co-float.
Yeah.
It's also not a bad position on the board, honestly.
It's not.
All right. 90. Spend 90. I float it.
You fool! No, I'm kidding.
Now Garrick buys one and sells one.
900 or
and sells
950? What? Oh, it is 950.
It's 950.
I have to pay another 50 or 5 then.
Tisk.
I know.
Tisk.
Payout. Is that how that works?
All right, back to me.
said I don't know if you're totally incentivized to sell it now.
I think what I do is I buy the President's Cert for C&O. Oopsie. For 70.
Reserve it. Nice.
Yeah.
Boop.
Does anyone want my nepotism? I guess I'll pass.
Are you $1 shy?
I am $1 shy. If you give me your
Oh,
consent for
the
nepotism,
worst.
consent for
Nice.
nepotism, I'll-
All right, Lily.
There's a lot of things about trying to fix the crows. And
Yeah.
That's pretty normal.
The eternal
Very
conversation.
They did. They just called the Badgers.
Not wrong.
I will pass.
They're so close. I think I could see them changing it at some point, just a little bit, not a ton, but just a little bit.
They're
Pat-
like, you know what would
Oh, I
fix
passed. Sorry,
crows?
I'm on pass.
I'm passing.
Well, what would fix crows is if we made them more like the Wooden Alliance.
Excuse me.
What, good?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Woodland Alliance is worse. Never mind.
56% win rate.
Alan, you're up.
welcome.
Hey, I helped too.
Alan, buy a share.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Oh, you gotta say things sooner than that, Garrick.
I said it like 2 times. You guys just kept talking over me, and I was trying to
Pass.
pass.
passing.
Cool, I'll buy the last one. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I'll shut up now.
I just
I'm
want Luke to
done.
be able to sleep tonight. That's all.
Thank
Do you want your charter?
I do want my charter. It feels important.
All right, Luke's gonna have priority deal at the end. BNO's gonna rise up. NW and PRR are both gonna rise up, and that's gonna be it. We have 2 ORs. Privates pay. First up is going to be none other than the B&O. This feels like a mistake. B&O's got a 3 train. B&O's going to lay something. I'm sure of it.
Anytime now.
Anytime now. Sure, I don't know. Let's complete the loop. Maybe. We'll regret that later. We'll run the 3 train for the same as before. Paying out, I think, 174. Oof. Why are the 5 trains so fucking expensive? That's fine. So my second company's for. All right, B&O's done. So we're on to the C&A.
All right, C&A is going to lay track because it has to. And we're gonna lay like that.
You
Spending.
jerk.
Did privates pay?
I did private pay, yeah.
40. We are going to spend the 40 for laying that. I also didn't put my token down.
You jerk.
I'm gonna choose not to buy a train, and I'm gonna fall back. So I do not have a run. You can say I'm a jerk all you want. You know that's the right call.
Yeah, I mostly just wish I had upgraded this instead of laying this. Because this was better for me anyway, but I figured I'd play nice and like lean into you going into the ooh, but then you didn't do it anyway.
Why would I do that whenever Alan has to buy a train and I can buy a 4 out of 5?
This is an interesting concept. Alan has to buy a train. I don't know that that's true.
You do. You're forced to buy a train. You have a route.
Yes, that is true. Actually, that technically doesn't go out until it's my turn.
Oh,
Anyway, it's
that's true. You could just buy a train for another one of your things.
N
That's
and
also
W.
true.
Lily.
Okay, I want to do that, I think. Oh, whoops. My route bumps by 20 because it should have been 10 higher because I forgot about this one going off old prices.
You were running that as 40?
Yup. Yeah. All right. So that's cool. I will pay out.
Then you're done?
Thinking.
What you thinking about?
I don't know, stuff.
No, but actually, though, we're in the first OR of 2. You don't want to buy that in.
There's a chance that a 5 train gets bought and it gets burnt.
That's fair. I guess there's a world where that happens.
Right, I forgot about that. I'm buying that in real quick.
There's a world where that happens, so I just want to.
I was gonna
Wait,
buy it in right away.
Is there a world where that happens?
Wait, can yours be bought in?
Oh,
the other one, no. I have 2 of them.
Actually,
Oh, you have 2.
No,
Okay.
there isn't a world that
Yeah,
happens.
I don't think there's a world where that happens, guys. The 5 trains are fucking expensive in this game.
No, you're right.
I mean, Pat has enough if he gets a route to buy things. I don't know if he will, but you're right. Okay,
All right, okay, so Pat could do it.
That's fine. It's fine. But I go before CNA because CNA fell back.
Right.
So my brain did some miscalculations.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Pat's in an interesting spot because this 4 train gets burnt, right? Or does that happen at the end of the OR set?
End of the set.
End of the OR
End of the OR set.
Okay, interesting.
All right, PRR is up.
Oh, I lost my cat.
So I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this is your opportunity to control how this gets laid.
No, it's
I,
not.
I guess that's true for both of them, but that's the one that you've been locked out of.
Yeah,
I
was
did
just
not buy
trying
it
to-
in, so it's not open yet.
I was just trying to go around it.
Makes sense.
Okay, so run. So this north way is still the best way, so it will be.
I mean, if you wanted to be mean, you could do it like that.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it's legal.
Yes, it is.
Okay, then I will do that
It's
actually.
up to you. Either one's fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
He can still eventually get there, but
Yeah.
it'll take him an extra turn.
I'll
Take
do it
that,
like
Pat.
that. So that is. I think this is
So
what?
rude.
This is 170.
What are you running right now? 2 3 trains?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a world where you run this because it's 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Yeah, there's no reason to run the dit for 10. That'd be silly.
Yeah, I think your route just stays the same.
Which is what was 170, right? Yeah,
I think so.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then there's no reason to. I feel like I should just pay out and not try to buy in.
I would not try to buy a 4 train.
Okay. Pay out.
I'll scoot you over. And then all done? onto Lehigh. Leahy. Lahiga. We try to keep track lays legal here, Alan. Alan, did you mute yourself?
Yeah. Every time. Anyways, ignoring all of that. I am not laying a station token. I cannot run trains. I will purchase over the 3 train, I'm pretty sure.
Makes sense to me.
Though I do appreciate Pat's assertions that I must in fact purchase a train.
I tried to bend your will.
I mean, you did buy a train. It's just he never stated from where.
Fair enough. So 80 plus. I'm gonna get one more pay-in, so it'll be at 40. So probably $100? Or how does the timing of this work out? Who has money? I should start counting. Are we going into another OR set after this? We are.
Oh,
So
yes. Sorry. Yes.
CNA's at
this was the second one.
85, which means it'll be CNA and then immediately Lehigh Valley. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's gonna be 160 for the 3 train. Okay. And that'll be it for Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
And then next is P&L.
What? No, CNO's not floated. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I know. P&L will spend 80 to cross the mountain. Feels bad, bro. And then I will lay the BNS tokens, or the BNS connections. 2, 3, 40. Is that better? So it's always going to be this. The question is it this? And I think it
You
probably
can't do a sharp.
should be.
You cannot do a
What?
sharp. You can only do gentle and straight. That's on the
That.
card.
Okay, fine.
Learn to read, Jabrowski.
I don't like it.
You could do a gentle into the other one and then connect it up.
Gentle into here?
No,
or into that?
Yeah, into that.
Is that better? I mean, I guess that gets me there sooner. in theory, assuming I don't get tragic tracked, but I don't think anyone's in the position of tragic tracking me right now. They've all got better shit to do. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. This is a bit of an odd. Yeah, I think that's probably right. So we'll do that. I end up running for. Is it better to run 30, 30, 20, 30, which gets me 100, or 50, 10, 30, 20? That's slightly better. I think that runs at 11. If I run to Pittsburgh. Yep. All right. Pay out. Move to the right. Or move up anyways. And I do not purchase any trains, and I am done.
All right, next OR, privates pay. First up is B&O. We're still in the greens because nobody's buying trains, so B&O will it's unfortunate. Pat, you're gonna play nice with C&A or no?
I'm sorry?
Are you gonna play nice with C&A or no?
I don't know what you mean by that exactly, in all seriousness.
Are you gonna upgrade this into an X or a K?
He has 40% of your company.
Yeah. I don't know why I would screw over B&O.
That's fair.
So I'm assuming a K is the right one, right?
No, not K, because
No, you sure? Okay.
all right, I'll just upgrade this. We'll see what happens. I don't know what else I'm doing. We're gonna run for the same shit, different day. Still not buying a 4 train because fuck that. So we'll move over. B&O's done. We're on to N and W. Which is Lily. Lily?
Sorry. I was
It's
distracted.
after midnight.
It is after midnight.
It's after midnight.
I am a grumpkin.
She has turned into a grumpkin.
I've turned into a grumpkin.
I feel that though.
Yeah, let's do this. So that's 110.
This is honestly the thing that keeps me from playing more times a week with you all, is that it will just kill my ability to do work.
You don't want to sleep for 3 hours a night every day? I don't get it. I will pay out.
You know, Thungan, I have the Vagabond plush. It's just sitting over there with my giant plushie collection.
No, it's not.
Oh, you have it? You stole
I
it?
stole it!
How dare you?
I have both of the root plushies.
How dare you?
I paid out, so this goes here, and I am done.
How many root plushies are there now?
There's
2.5.
yeah, there's the Margot the cat is coming with Marauder.
Is it CNA first, or is it me?
It's PRR.
Oh wait, Lily, you moved me.
Oh, is that what happened? I was like, that didn't make sense.
Whoops. Wait, I don't get to just go twice if I accidentally do that?
Okay,
PRR.
let's lay this track. I think that makes sense.
Hey, look, the New York connection.
New York connection. Okay, so now we will run them trains. So this is what, 60?
Yep.
Correct. It's so 60, 70, 110. And then what's the other way? I guess another 100. Yeah.
Yeah, another
So
100.
so 210, so 21.
Nice.
I really wish I'd have got that green.
Payout. Yeah.
I'm very glad I have a green.
I'm very sad I don't have a green. Lily bought it.
I'm incredibly sad that I've sold all of the good shares.
You didn't have to.
I didn't have to. My core mistake was purchasing a president share of a company that I couldn't float, and then buying and investing in other people. Like I should have just invested and planned on getting a company later.
All right, PRR is done.
Yep.
So we are on to C and A.
Oh, are we?
We are. That's how that works.
What?
I know. Same every round.
Interesting.
Couldn't predict it.
Weird.
See, this is where I'm in the interesting position where I could just choose not to buy a trade again.
It's true.
I just
Eventually, you're losing a lot of stock value.
I mean, I only have 3 stocks.
Also
Thungan,
true.
18XX really isn't bad. It just looks opaque from the outside, but it's really not complicated.
That is the downside to this play of Luke's. It actually gives you the opportunity to not buy in the 4 train when you don't want to.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I could believe that, Beecher.
I think at most you have one more turn of doing this because Garrick makes that connection for you. But by then the
That's why I
other 4
don't-
train's gone.
Let's just say 1 4 train's gone. Well, see, my thought process is by not doing it, one burns, right?
Yeah,
And
one's
then I
gonna
can
burn.
buy a 4 and a 5 for 800, and then I'm set. I don't have to worry about it.
The other thing to keep in mind is that Lily has capitalized quite a lot of money and is likely to float a new company, which would then have a higher stock value than yours.
So they would buy a
Therefore-
4 and a 5, so I would just get a 5. But the point is, I get a permanent, not one of the
Yeah.
poison 4s.
Well,
It's just that cost me 1 fallback, 2 fallback, so another 30. But I'm gonna get 30 anyway because I'm gonna get 30 from my stock hitting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what the
Right? Overall, that
which
seems
choice
fine to
that
me. I
is.
feel like that's actually probably okay. It sucks falling that far back though, because then I have to try and work my way back up.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
It's a decision.
If I buy 1 4, 1 burns, I would have, let's say, like you buy 1, Lily buys 1. I would still get a 5. I might not get it right away, but if I buy 1, not 2, that burns. Unless you buy it right now, which would be silly because you don't need it. Yeah, that would be silly.
Who's you?
Wait, what the fuck?
Alan,
Why?
I don't know how this happened. I don't know why you're suddenly below.
Oh, it's because I paid the 80 with the wrong damn company
That makes sense.
for the mountain cost. That's what happened.
that
Beecher,
makes
what's so
sense.
weird about this board state for you? This doesn't feel super abnormal for my plays. I think we're moving a little slow, but
We are. I'm sorry.
no, I mean like game pace, not like time wise.
I think I buy this 4 train. Well, I think I lay this.
Mm.
I think I buy that 4 train. And I think I token this.
Yeah, Beecher, I agree. The not rushing to Ohio is a little odd.
I think that's my play. I spend 80, token that, spend 300. I have
Yeah.
enough for a 5 train whenever it's next turn, because there's no way 3 of them are getting bought with our current state, because Lily's going to float this. Actually, Garrick might be able to float both, and then I'm really screwed, because then I can only get a 6. But I could just withhold once and be fine. And then I get a 6 instead of a 5, so that's really not that big of a deal. But withholding kind of sucks. But on that note, at the same time, I could just let it fall back an extra one instead of having to withhold. Oh my god. Yeah, because Garrett and Lily can both float. Yeah, no, I don't think I bother doing anything. I think I just save it, get the extra $30, and then probably get a 6 train. Sorry, I'm thinking all out.
It's
Oh,
all good.
sorry. Do you guys mind if I bought my private in? I've meant to do it this time and I forgot.
Oh, sure.
You explicitly said you were going to. So.
Yeah. Sure you don't want to hold another round?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This. This might be callable.
For
I
Lily,
mean, I want to play it out, but
Yeah.
I think Lily's got it.
I think so too.
I think we're probably gonna have to call it after hitting the permanence, just like because Luke has to work in the morning. But we can play it a little bit. No, it's okay.
It's okay.
I mean, we're talking about calling it now, so like we're not.
Well, no, I mean,
I want to play it out more for.
Shenanigans can still happen. The train rush has a significant effect on this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I guess Lily is not in a safe position as far as her company's liabilities. So.
No, she's not. I think once we start hitting the permanence, though, we'll have an idea.
I'm gonna let it fall back and not do anything. Is that 160 worth buying in though? 160, 7, 8, and 7. 750. 750. Yeah, it's worth it. I'm gonna buy that in. Cool. Go.
All right. That puts us at PLE.
All right.
I don't know if that was the right call or not.
PLE will lay Ohio finally. Been a little slow on this, but oh well.
It's okay. Chat's just making fun of you.
That's pretty typical, I think. All right, so 60, 90, 110, 140. So that improves my run a little bit. And payout. Okay, you already moved me. Thanks. Wait,
No,
did you?
no.
You didn't.
Nope.
Okay. PLE will not be purchasing a train. That'll be it. And then next is Lehigh Valley.
Yep.
Lehigh Valley will. What is the order of operations here? B&O buys a train. I think 40, 30, 30 is 10 versus 30, 10, 60. I think maybe getting connected to New York is my priority here. Since Lily's bought in her private finally. I think this one feels good. Or maybe not.
Pat, I think we're getting boned.
What? Just go through the ooh.
So easy.
It'll get you somewhere eventually.
Actually,
Screw the
that actually opens it up. If you do it that way.
It does and it doesn't. So for what I'm trying to do, This lay makes more sense than the other one. Not that I think it's gonna make a huge amount of difference, but we'll play it out. We'll see what happens. I run my 3 train. I think I run for 10 no matter what. There's like 3 different ways I can run $10, so or $100. Yeah, I've been out of this game for a while, guys. This is just not going well. Oh god.
All right, and that's it. For exports, we're back to a stock round. Starting with Luke.
I don't know what's the best thing to do here.
Well, this is traditionally where it's a good time to float up a second company because you can shuffle assets between the two companies to hopefully get them both to purchase a permanent when before, one of them could not. Because PRR right now has 2 3 trains and not enough money to buy, a 5 or a 6.
This is where it's like best to sell some PRR.
What you sell can depend. The value of selling other people's stuff is it hurts their value because they're holding a bunch of those shares and you're making them each worth less. That said, if they're better shares than yours, maybe it's worth it for you to take that hit and hold on to their shares. Of course, that also always opens you up to your company getting stolen, but if your company isn't in a good spot, that's not going to happen.
I feel like PR is in a good spot. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think
good spot usually means having a permanent train or the money for a permanent train.
Yeah, I guess it's not in a good spot that way, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I think in that regard, like the only company that people would actively steal right now is C&A. Maybe Lehigh Valley. Lehigh's got money.
Maybe I buy a CNA. Yeah, I'll buy a CNA.
Well, I'll just make a note. Strasbourg is the last president cert left. If you wanted to try and float a company.
Yeah, that would actually be a really strong hard denial from Lily. Because like Lily has a company that has a lot of liability and almost no money.
So Lily definitely wants to float a company. And this is why I reserved the C&O president cert last round so that I
guess actually no, I will buy in because that I think actually does make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, not to mention you also need the money.
Yeah.
Like your company is in the same situation.
What would you like to par that at?
Is this better to be low and then go up, I'm guessing?
Higher par value means more money in the company, means easier to buy trains for both companies. Lower par value means it's easier to buy more shares, meaning it's easier to have.
I'm going to point out right now your share limit is 13.
13, gross.
This seems like the point in time I need to yell that out loud.
7, 8, 9, 10. So you would need to sell a single share. Yeah, you would only have to sell one share to make it work, which is probably fine.
Honestly, this might be a situation to sell this so Lily can't dump her company on you as well.
That's true too.
Throwing that out there.
So which one? Sorry.
The NNW.
Oh, one of Lily's. Okay, so should I
you need to sell one anyway.
Yeah. Sell that before then. Okay.
And that way, also, nobody else can sell any and diminish its value and decrease the amount of money you'd gain from it. Although I guess it's on a ledge, so that doesn't matter.
It's already on a ledge, but yeah.
So I personally get 105. Is that
you get 105, and then you're
spending 140.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which you may as well just do as 2 steps because it's easier. Who does math, right?
Sorry.
So just to be sure, you are you're doing this at 70 or 95.
You have to choose now.
I know.
You're buying it.
I know. I was deciding.
Yeah, you got to do the math, but I mean, the core here is you don't want to set it higher than you can float on your own. So like probably 80 is the highest you can go.
Yeah,
80 is
maybe
exactly as high as you can go.
That's a fun argument for 80.
I think I'll do 80 just because of that. So
Not
Yeah.
a bad idea.
More cash is not going to hurt you.
Yep.
did it.
All right, Lily. Lily's like, fuck, well, y'all screwed over my turn.
Uh-huh.
But we're teaching Luke, okay? It would be mean for us to just ignore the 2 Norfolk and Westerns in his hand.
Oh, I was never gonna dump it on him. I was just hoping that I didn't think about the fact I should have reserved a company. I'm just kind of cursing my previous self.
Yeah.
Darn you, previous self.
Always the worst. Always the worst.
Yeah.
The hell do I buy from?
Honestly, I'm kind of wishing I had waited around so that I could get a little bit more money in a company.
Boop.
Checks out. Makes sense. What are the worst companies that I'm invested in? Oh, hey, look, Be a Dose sucks.
So interesting, because like, is it just because we stalled at the 4 trains?
BNO is a good mid to late game company, and yeah, so we sort of had a slow early mid game, and that's made BNO's weakness exacerbate. You know,
Yeah.
BNO does not do well in the early game, in my experience. Those are good shares. I need to make. I don't actually need to make that much money. Mostly just need
I
to
am
open up
really
a slot.
intrigued to try this again, even though I know you said it kind of plays out samey every time.
How many CNAs are left? 3. I don't know. Is it worth sitting on a CNA that's not going to pay out yet, but is going to have a permanent? Probably not. Probably not. But maybe. No, we'll dump the CNA. Dump it for 80. And then I'm on the buy C&O boat for 70.
Alright, who's running what? There's a Norfolk and Western back in the bank. It'll run. It's not gonna run.
Why do you say that? The Norfolk and Western?
Oh, wait, no, there's still that 4 in the way.
There's a 4 in the way. There's 5s in the way. 3s rust on 6s.
You make a solid point, sir.
We're not playing 1834.
This might be my one chance to get a good stock. Oh Lord, this is not gonna make up for anything.
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lily
Mm.
puts down her phone.
Shh. More like picks my head up off the desk.
I heard the phone hit the desk.
Ah.
We all heard it.
All right, I'm done.
Pat.
I mean,
Fair. I'll buy C&O. Alan.
Alright, there's PLE, CNA, Sidenote, Lehigh Valley, I can't buy. Strasburg is not on the board yet. Do I buy a PLE? I think maybe I buy a PLE. Let's do that. 70.
Luke?
What?
Lily?
Um.
If you buy PLE, it goes up.
If you buy a CNA, it's gonna go up because I'm gonna buy my last one.
It's also a thing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy CNA.
Boo hiss. Alright, I buy Siendo.
I'm on pass.
Bite.
Lily?
Oh. Can I hit all my options?
You may.
Sweet. I'll buy a Lehigh.
That's not a Siendo.
It is not.
That's
Buy a
also not a
Lehigh.
Siendo. Alright, well, I'll show y'all how it's done.
Congrats.
Aaron, you passing again?
Yeah, I'm on pass unless something really weird happens.
Lily's maxed out.
I'm maxed out, so I'm on pass.
I'm
I'm not
pass.
maxed. I'm not maxed out. I have one slot because of my thing, so I'm gonna buy one of those.
Wait, how do you have a slot?
My
That
my
still
private.
counts.
Yeah, he still
That
counts.
still
Still counts.
Yeah.
It counts
What?
against you.
Yep.
You want to look at this.
All
It
right,
counts
well,
against you, so you can't.
not a big deal.
You don't think it's a big deal.
It's not. It's gonna die once I buy the train anyway.
Anyway,
Luke,
I'm on pass.
don't forget
so, yeah.
don't forget to give yourself your money.
Oh yeah. What is that? That's
$800.
$800.
yeah.
And I think it's back to Luke, isn't it? Because I passed,
back-
Alan's passing,
Uh,
presumably.
I was definitely not the last person to buy something.
I think I was.
I'm
the
not talking
last
about priority
person.
deal. I'm talking about actions, like going around the circle.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
All right, Lily, you have anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Pat, you have anything?
Nope.
All right, now we've all passed.
Yay!
At the very end, BNO is going to rise up. CNA is going to rise up. And then that dynamic duo is going to rise up. We have 2 operating rounds. Privates pay. First up is B&O.
Probably the last time they pay.
Yeah, it better be. Let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade this.
Oh god damn it.
What's the problem?
Don't worry about it. I'm just realizing it. I was being dumb.
What was the track?
It has to be that way. Yeah.
Oh.
It's diagonal that way.
No, it wasn't. Wasn't it like
Yes, it
this?
was. Oh, you're right. It is that way. Yeah, it's this way. Duh.
Has to
So it
be
has
this
to be that
way.
way.
Wrong.
Has to be like.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. I fucked up.
Well, it's not a big deal. Once we go to brown, it's fine.
Yeah, but I may not have priority to lay a token at that point. Fuck. Nah, fuck it. You can deal with that. I'm not getting anything out of this anymore. Instead, let us let's figure out how we're getting to Ohio. Let's upgrade this into that. All right, it's my track lay. We're gonna run for the same old shit. Boop. Boop boop. Yeah.
Feels good.
All right, B&O is done. So we're on to N and W. Lily.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. Okay, so that's good. And I will pay out. I'm done.
PRR.
Do this. Yeah, I think I want to do that.
That poor ooh.
No one cares about it, ultimately.
Okay, so payout will be that is.
Yeah, I don't think there's an
110.
upgrade that it's gonna reach that now.
Yeah, that's the best. Still two.
Well,
Still
it-
21.
I mean, from
brown-
it'll merge. Yeah,
Yeah, the brown ooh doesn't care.
it's just interesting
We'll pay out.
because common routes end up being like down through here and then over to DC or something. So this is nullifying that possibility.
I'm done.
Okay. You paid out, right?
Yep.
Next one is Strasbourg.
Oh yeah. Let's sit down a tile.
Pay $40.
I'll put out your home token for you.
Beat me to
Wait,
it.
yeah, wait, why would I pay 40? Sorry.
There was a terrain cost.
Oh, there was a train cost, sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why Strasbourg sucks. No, actually, it's
And
only having
then-
one token.
And then
Oh, does it only have its home?
No, it's
Oh.
got one plus its home. Sorry, two total.
and then
One it can lay.
I need to buy a train though, right?
You do now have a legal route, so you must buy a train. You may buy a train from the Pennsylvania Railroad for any price that is higher than that is $1 or higher.
Oh, okay.
Indeed.
So this is how you can like fund then back into the other one
Yup.
to keep it alive. I see. Okay, so maybe that payout last time didn't make sense. I didn't realize that. Okay. So I'll buy the 3. For
You should leave at least enough for a 6 train.
yeah. So I can pay 130 for it.
Alternatively, you pump all the money into PRR, so PRR can handle the permanent, and then you figure out Strasbourg later.
Yeah, I guess that's probably fair because then you probably end up with. What's the order here? CNA probably buys 4/5. CNO buys a 5. Lehigh buys a 5, which means we're into 6s already.
I'm gonna spoil it right now. CNA can't buy a 4/5.
Oh, really?
C&A bought a private.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Interesting.
I will do that.
That is interesting because that's gonna completely screw over the incentive structures here.
Okay, I did that. I bought, and so now that is
Oh,
what is that?
general rule of thumb: you should always leave $1 in a company so that it can always
Oh.
purchase a train if necessary.
Oh, okay. So then,
It's just like a little save your ass in the future thing.
Unless you're playing 1830, apparently.
Unless you're,
Okay.
yeah. I've got to read into that so I can understand it properly.
so what is that? So then I get, so that's 50 is the best way for that, and then, oh no, sorry, not 50.
What's up? Oh, remember you buy after running, so you don't actually get to run that train. You.
Oh yes, you're correct.
Yep. Which brings us to PLE. No, C&A. C&A is an 80. Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
I do probably one have to jump off. But...
Yeah, we're really close to being able to like call it because you've at least seen the arc of getting to permanence, even if we don't hit diesels.
We might even hit permanence this round because I don't. I'm incented to buy a train right now.
Oh no, this is the slowest fucking game of Chesapeake.
It's just Pat's being greedy with his money. I mean, Pat can be. Well, I guess B&O was supposed to force this.
Yep.
B&O did not force it.
Which is why I feel like, I mean, it sucks to lose. I mean, I only lose 30 again. Yeah, fuck it. I end my turn. Fall back one. I'll break even.
Oh my god, this is
the worst fucking game. PLE.
You're sitting on so much. All right, before when you only had 3 shares of it, I understood. Now I don't.
Who's got the PLE?
Being salty people aren't buying that 4 train.
Who wants to buy the poison 4? Come on, you've got the money.
So does your other company.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's not going to buy a 4-5. Come on.
Well, we can keep falling back until it's destroyed itself.
I like this plan. Is there any track I need to lay, or am I think I'm good to just optimize, get all my green track on the board. Okay. So I now am running for 10 more? 60, 90, 12, 15, yeah.
Man, I can't believe it's 1 in the morning and I haven't run a train yet.
That's your real incentive here. You just don't want to run a train.
He's just determined to not play the game.
Honestly, part of me, if there
Billy
was
is
better
done.
stocks left, I would have just sold down and let Luke run it, and I would just would have bought better stocks.
Played
But there
full
was no
investor.
good stocks left.
Yeah. All right, C&O's up. Fucking nonsense.
Well, you could just buy the 3 train over from B&O, and then B&O could buy the 4-5.
What do you think I'm doing? Laying that. Yeah, I don't need to avoid Norfolk or anything. C&O's gonna fall back. C&O's gonna buy over the 3 train for 600.
Wait, doesn't this give you a route? Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
you're buying the 3 train. You're
Yeah?
buying the 3. Never mind. Ignore me.
I will.
I'm tired, okay?
All right. C&O's done. On to whatever that one is. Lehigh.
Lehigh is super not incentivized to buy the 4 train. So actually, this 4 train is just gonna go away, isn't it?
No.
No.
Wait,
We
aren't
have
we
End
on
of the
the
round.
set.
Another-
We got one
yeah.
more.
Oh, I thought this was the end of the set. Okay.
I can't believe how much money I've made from Cornelius this game.
It's fucked up.
I've got like $360. I forget.
I don't know if I have relevant track lays as Lehigh. I could do things that just help other people. That's not relevant to me, though.
Yeah, we're supposed to have brown track by now, but somebody.
This is dumb.
Yeah, Garrick.
Hang on. I'm just taking. Guys, this is dumb. 1 4 train has been purchased.
Yeah. No, this is
One.
dumb. This is absolutely dumb.
There's 5 4 trains, guys. I take none of the blame for this because I bought one of those 4 trains.
I literally didn't have money until this turn, and I just shuffled it to the company that I want to have trains. Like,
yeah, I didn't have money either.
I wasn't incentivized to do it whenever my
Alright.
company wasn't floated. Mind you, I say that I've totally fallen back for 4 ORs
Yes.
in a row now.
70.
You know, it's okay.
Alright, well anyways, payout. Yeah, see that's where this ends up being a problem, is like you get into this
Right. Having
like,
the
weird little
export
dance.
distorts everything.
You get into this weird little dance, but at the end of the day you're losing a lot of value.
Alright, I did what?
It just paid out.
Okay.
It's not laying any track.
One more, starting with B&O. B&O will finally force Pat, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little shy of of laying that mountain. Sure, that sucks, but we'll lay it. We're gonna run same shit. Oh.
You're not gonna run, actually.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. We're just gonna buy fall back 4 and a 5 train. Doesn't matter. We're not gonna see the diesels anyway. Privates die.
By Cornelius. Did you pay for it privates first?
I don't think I did. Grab Cornelius. Grab your privates.
That would be inappropriate.
That's okay. We don't have cameras on. Privates pay. Now toss your privates. Chuck your
This
privates.
is relevant because I need the money.
All right. I have bought the 4 train. The poison 4 train. Praise me. I'm done.
Praise! Did
Did
I do it right?
Yes. NNW is up. Guys, we have brown track. We have brown off boards.
All right. Now that I've learned to not how to breathe, upgrade DC. Wait, actually,
Actually, I should have played a different track. That's okay.
I'm a liar. I need to think.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't need to think.
Okay.
All right then.
Oh, excuse me.
Time goes marching on.
Yeah, I messed up my track lay.
Yes, it does. All right.
It's okay. It's a teaching game.
30.
It's interesting that there is no 4-spoked city tile. Like, DC is the only 4-spoked tile, or 6-spoked. I mean,
I was gonna say there's lots of 4 spokes.
Shh.
That's weird.
What?
Nothing. I will pay out.
What's weird?
I'm done. Oh, I moved the wrong token, and that's my brain was like, why didn't my thing change? But it's
Got
because
it.
I moved the wrong token.
All right, PRR.
Okay. I think now that I've got this, I think I want to go here. Do this.
Don't disagree.
Okay, and then sorry, I should make sure order. Is it a bad idea to purchase this station? I feel like it's a good idea.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, token that DC right now. Don't
That's
even
what I
think about it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just.
Yeah, I'm highly annoyed because I had planned out this turn order and then Pat's stall fest just completely screwed the one thing that I had going for me this game.
Yup.
Okay, so now we run.
But it benefits me in the long run.
We have
Does it?
one.
I get a 6
One.
train.
I mean, I'll have a 6 train too.
So I only get to run
Oh, I see what you're doing.
one.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the highest is going to be 130. Am I correct? I think that's this way.
You got a 3 train?
Oh, fuck.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. So yeah, 130. I think
I could
is
become
about-
famous.
So famous. Really famous.
Holy, what's with all these fucking bots?
Well, never
Jesus.
mind. We're totally getting to the diesels.
Yeah, 130 is best I'm seeing. Thank you, Lily.
paid out, and then I need to buy a train, right? Or do I not
Wait,
need-
hold up.
Or
Like, can I make a suggestion?
yeah,
That this is the moment you withhold.
withhold. Oh, okay. So
Oh wait, you know what? Never mind, because
We're-
you can't actually buy 2 5 trains because
We're
you'll be
talking
train
about PRR right now, and yeah, you're
Yeah,
train locked.
never mind. Don't withhold.
okay.
There,
But
I
I
was
buy 1-5 train, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
in my brain. I was thinking you could buy 2. It just doesn't
So-
work.
He's close
Okay.
to buying 2.
If he had withheld, he had enough money. He just doesn't have the train space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I do move to the right. Right?
Yep, you paid out.
Yep. Okay.
All right, PLE.
Wow, really?
Oh, and people keep withholding.
Or falling back because they're not running.
Really? Actually, shit, it's PLE then Lehigh. Fuck, I still get a 5 train. Awesome. But I don't get to token DC. Sad. All right, well, I can lay brown tiles now. That's a benefit. Although it doesn't matter. Now that I can run brown, am I just running straight to Pittsburgh? Okay, lay this. And it's, yeah, I'm definitely running just Ohio to Pittsburgh. 60, 140, 150, 190. And just paying out. Okay.
All right, on to Lehigh.
Yes. Lehigh is, well, I think chances are I never get to token DC now. So is there an argument for tokening somewhere else? I'm gonna be getting a 5 train. Is it best just to run Pittsburgh to Ohio for the rest of the game? It's not like the best run, but I think I need to at least get close enough that I can actually hit Ohio. All right, I will lay this here. Fuck that token teleport. I don't care if the privates are dead. Yeah. I will spend $40. Token here. Yeah, I might as well choke out Ohio. Why not? Why? This is totally the most important thing. 80, 120, 160, 190.
Luke doesn't need to be in bed in 10 minutes or anything. 4 minutes or anything. We gotta fix these tokens.
Oh wait, nope, that's not right because I'm running a 3 train. Payout. Move right. Purchase the 5 train. For 500. And now I'm done. Moving on.
Strasbourg.
Okay, so Strasbourg is gonna run. And so I think I was doing the math, the best 3 should be here, here, and here.
You need to run
Sorry,
Strasbourg.
wait, yeah. Sorry, ignore me. Yes, I had to run Strasbourg. Yes. So yes, 70, 20. So then actually, sorry, then the best way is to
This one.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's
120.
120. Yep.
You also could always drop a token somewhere to improve your route.
Also true. You could like drop a token. Yeah, no, you can't. He has no money.
Yeah.
Ah, you're right. No money. All right, yeah. That's what you're doing.
I guess for this one, I just should. Do I pay out or do I take? It doesn't really matter because I'm about to go to bed. But what would you say what would be the better thing to do with this?
See, this is where the argument is you probably should have still withheld probably with Pennsylvania because you can buy over this
the
one
5 and then Pennsylvania
and
could
then
buy.
rebuy it. Yeah.
I was thinking that.
The 6.
Okay.
I mean, you can still technically withheld that 120, but that only brings you to 520. So it isn't enough to buy it. So you'd have to like pay the rest with this. Like your personal cash. Which again, not the end of the world, really.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
But you
So do
probably
I-
lost a bit of money by not withholding
Okay.
on Pennsylvania in the long run.
So do I pay out or I guess do I pay out or
I guess
spend?
withhold.
Withhold, okay.
I mean, yeah, because he gets 60% of it, so he just spends a bit more of his personal cash, but he doesn't lose share value by paying out.
Yeah, maybe it's a payout. Maybe you're right.
I think it is a payout, actually, not a withhold.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Okay.
So negative 120 payout.
You lose a little cash, but save a little value. And then you should 100% purchase over the 5 train from PRR.
Oh,
Yeah, for
okay.
one. For
Just
one.
For one. Okay.
Because now Strasbourg has no liability. It's set and clear for the rest of the game. PRR, you can end up purchasing a better train in a minute. You might have to spend a little personal cash, but that's the idea.
It'll be very little. Lily is the one that's going to be paying a ton of personal cash. Not that she doesn't have it, but...
Okay.
All right, that takes us to CNA.
Because Lily's forced to buy a D, I believe, right?
Yeah.
CNA?
Yeah, CNA's
CNA lays the ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I was it. Whoop. And I knew it looked wrong. I just...
up.
And then it tokens it for 40.
Oh.
And then falls back.
Falls back, buys the...
Buys the 6 train, 3s die.
630, right?
Yep.
Cool. And this is where I feel like I just took too long to get to this point because I don't know if that's going to matter in the long run because I'm so far behind.
Yeah.
I fell back too much. I don't know if it was worth it. I tried something new. I don't think it was worth it.
All right. C and O is up.
Those both fall back. Maybe.
I don't think there's any world
Feel-
where CNO wins this race, but we'll try it.
I feel like if my stock values weren't so bad comparatively, I'd be in a decent spot.
Actually, we'll lay it like that. CNO has no train. CNO falls back. I forgot I haven't solved my problem. Do we emergency buy the 6, actually? Can I afford it? Let's find out real
It's
quick.
probably cheaper than the alternative.
Oh, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than the alternative. It's just a question of can I afford it. I think I probably have enough shares too, but let's find out. I need to make 391 in difference. I can dump some CNOs because they don't super matter. Drops into yellow. That gets weird.
2 diesels.
One's worth
Yeah, my 4 trains
5.
gone. I think once the last 6 train is gone, we can speed things up a little bit by just going ahead and.
I mean, I think we basically just summarize it after this turn right here because this is the end of the set.
The problem is that Brown has to go in and like yeah. There's still some like connections over here to like finalize, you know what I mean? Like there's still some stuff happening.
Certainly there's some gameplay left, but I mean Luke needs to go to bed and I think
I know.
We've seen the arc of the game.
I still think Lily wins in the long run.
I don't know, she's gonna take a big hit on the diesel.
Yeah, she goes down to basically no personal cash and has to drop a few shares. I have to drop shares. Luke has to drop shares.
Do I have a leading position still then?
Yes.
Well, we get to the SR first, and I probably would drop you in the SR start and prep myself to basically drop everyone else that I can.
Yeah. Like I think your problem is that your share values are not any better than mine, Pat. Oh dear.
I think that's how we end up doing it. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh,
that's
man.
worth 85.
I will say there's some juicy yellow shares in the bank pool now, though.
Oh, this should be gone.
It was 145. Let's see. Why does that look like enough?
That kind of changes things where I might be, yeah.
It's hard. I don't know.
There it is.
I think you can infer a winner, but I think it's actually a little close to call at the moment. I know it's not me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me or Lily or I, because I feel like it's between us.
Am I in a bad position? I have no idea.
I think the only bad position is you're going to be losing all of your personal cash and some to buy a train over here.
Actually, I mean, Luke and Lily are kind of in similar cash positions, but I think
they are.
Lily has better stocks.
Yes.
All right, I finished emergency fundraising. So to explain for Luke's sake, since CNO didn't have a train, and it had a route and was obligated to have a train, I could enter emergency fundraising where I supplement the company's treasury with my own cash, potentially selling shares to do so. And if I would have been unable to do so and could not procure a train in another way, I would go bankrupt and end the game. I had enough cash after selling shares, so I purchased the 6 train and just took a significant value hit. And that ends our operating round. We'd go to a stock round.
This is where it's interesting because I have money to buy some of these yellow stocks.
Right.
Alan has as well. So like there's some like leeway of like that stock can only go up. Right? I get one of them for sure. Can I buy more than one at a time in yellow or no? Not in this one, right?
No, that you're thinking of brown.
Yeah. So like I get 2 of them.
I think
Alan
this is
gets 1.
I think this is solidly Pat's game because Alan, Luke, and Lily all have to buy a diesel, and I just took a hit. And I'm not gonna.
And I can just pick up all the slack of what's being sold, right?
Yeah. So I think this is solidly Pat's game.
GG.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna argue. I gotta go to bed.
I mean, I feel
I'm
like
gonna
it's,
argue, but I don't want to.
I know. I feel like it's very close between Lily and I. I honestly don't know, but I feel like it would have to be played out to actually know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where it's hard, whereas like we want to end it because Luke has to go to bed. Like as much as I would like to play the extra hour and actually see.
I think if it defaults, we just give it to Alan.
No! Not again!
Alan, you're on mute.
Here's where it's actually at, Pat. Is you guys are close enough together that I think that you can summarize it just based on share density of value. Lily's got better value on you. Like I think that you can both pull shenanigans that end up not really getting you ahead of either of each other regardless. So, I mean, I don't there's no guarantee that that's true, but I feel like it's about there.
I mean, you say that, but like, what does Luke sell on this stock round? What does Lily sell on this stock round that I can absorb and sell shittier shares to buy better ones? You know what I mean?
I sell CNA on the stock round.
Okay, you sell both of them? What do you sell, Luke?
I sell CNA and buy up as much CNO as physically possible.
I would say if CNA is being sold by Lily, I'm probably selling CNA as
Cool.
well.
All my CNA is now yellow, so I can just buy a shit ton of them as well.
Yeah.
Right?
I
I
mean,
don't have to buy
maybe.
CNA. I can buy other things too, is what I mean. Like, so as soon as you do that, like, you guys also can't buy CNA, so I can just like absorb all of CNA and then run this 6 train for 3 operating rounds on like 80 or 90%.
And Pat's
income.
gonna pick up one of these, which means he's
Yeah,
gonna have
I'm-
6 good shares to Lily's 9 good shares, which is not a huge difference when Lily's gonna have to lose $900 in value to a diesel.
Right? Like, I'm not crazy to think that me picking up 80 to 90% of my company, because that's the last 40%, right? I'm assuming I'm getting some of it
Yeah.
for sure
I
at
think,
that point.
I think Pat's got it. I think.
I mean, there's maybe a world where Lily ekes it out, but I'm leaning toward Pat.
I guess I don't know. I suppose. See, this is why I hate calling these things.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Because like,
It's
this
all
goes
good.
to 100. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. It's hard to like tell without actually playing it, right? Because like you can't just say like math wise it works because we don't have the math. It's just I think I have it, but I also am not sure because Lily could win as well because of share value.
I think I could still come from behind, guys. It's not impossible.
I said Alan. I said it. Called it. Called the dark horse.
Yeah, because like I can
look.
easily sell both of Alan's shares that I have, right? And that's 2 free slot. I don't know.
Well, I know we could discuss this probably for another hour.
We could.
Or play it for another hour. But yeah, I know you need to go to bed.
Good night, friend.
Yeah, thanks for playing, Luke. I hope this
Thank
was
you all.
enjoyable.
It was. I did enjoy it.
That's what he says.
Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Have
You
fun
too,
streaming,
Luke.
people, if people are still watching. Bye.
See you tomorrow for Joko.
See ya.
But yeah, I should shut this down. Thanks y'all for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll have more trains next week. Probably with a conclusion, maybe. Oh wait, Emu's back next
Eventually.
week, isn't he?
Yes.
Don't expect
We're-
a conclusion.
Oh, I might not. So we can end stream. I don't have to say that on stream.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
We'll talk about it later. Thanks for watching, people. We'll see you later. Have a good one.